Rolling These 20's presents Philly by Night. Starring Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Serre, Fair as Samdi Katora Baptiste, Ivy as Bruja Serenity Sanchez, Juice as Tremere Adelio, Mikey Mike as Bano Hakim Mingo, Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, and our weaver of disquietude and terror, Prince.
On our last episode of Real Vampires of Philadelphia, our group was learning much about their coterie tenant, Fuck Around and Find Out, because they didn't fuck around, potentially with the wrong people, kindred or otherwise. And that has led us into a situation where some people might get their faces punched in. So join us tonight for our latest episode of Rolling These 20's presents Philly by Night. And we are live. Welcome in, everybody. I'm your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. My pronouns are he, him, and I am happy to have you here for another episode of Vampire the Masquerade, Philly by Night, of Rolling These 20's, John. As a warning, or a heads up, Rolling These 20's, Philly by Night does contain themes of violence, gore, body horror, mind control, gaslighting, some sexual themes, and loss of character agency, and maybe some other fucked up shit. Honestly, it's a adult game that has adult things in it. All of the stuff that is in our game has been discussed with the players, and they will use their Uno cards to let me know they have available. We are using a red, yellow, and green card system here, and players will tell me either in chat or on the screen for you all. So if something goes off kilter, we are not afraid to take a break. And if something goes off kilter that doesn't feel right for you, you can take a break as well. And you can come check out our episodes on our YouTube whenever it's convenient for you. Thus, you can fast forward past anything that doesn't feel quite right. With that said, I want to let our players introduce themselves before we go into our recap. And we will start going around the table, as always, with the wonderful Liz.
Liz, I will be playing Dr. Retzer, Ari, the resident La Sombra, and person who talks too damn much. Both our pronouns are she, her.
Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I'll be playing Katura Baptiste, who may or may not get wrecked this episode. We'll see. Our pronouns are she, her.
Lonzo.
Hey, how we doing? I am Lonzo Gonzo. I will be playing Oscar Leon Ponce, our once in the blue moon Ravnos hacker kindred. Pronouns for both of us are he, him.
Mikey Mike.
You forgot sharp dresser, Lonzo. I am Mikey Mike, and I'll be playing Mingo, our Bano Hakim, and his last fight did not go so well. He's not going to let that happen twice in a row. Ready to go.
Juice.
Hello, I am Juice, no pronouns, just Juice. I will be playing Aurelio Valentin, who uses he, him, and she, her pronouns, who has just gotten their shit wrecked.
It'll be fine. Last but certainly not least, Ivy.
Hey, I'm Ivy. I'm playing Serenity Sanchez, the Bruja, who is entirely entering fight or flight right now and about to just try to lead this thing into the alley and hope we survive.
And Ivy uses they, them pronouns. So let's get into our recap. Liz, you want to take us away?
Yep. So after last week's 20-minute long recap, I'm gonna keep this one a lot shorter. We talked a whole bunch. Aurelia and Mingo, who hadn't seen each other in a week, had a not confrontation, just a conversation that was real awkward outside the bodega. Katura and Oscar came back and told us about their lovely hunting trip up in Buffalo. I wanted to say Baltimore. And Ari and Serenity had minor PTSD from seeing a police car shouldered into a building. Everybody met up at the bodega. We had a conversation upstairs. Somebody giggled under a table. Lo and behold, it's Shade again, who Oscar finds with his cool ass 11-volt electricity shark vision. We have a conversation with her. Aurelio does amazing at his mind control, overwrites your memories. So now we have a little bit of breathing room, but it was very much driven home. We need some freaking wards if we're going to keep talking. However, Shade during her talk mentioned a dead man switch like 87 times, so Katura is now having a minor panic attack. There was a video posted by a username, thank you, of The Dead Really Walk that was super slowed down of this person, this zombie, this something, just like shouldering this police car into a building. It went massively viral, and now everybody's like, oh, zombies, blah, all over the internet. And some detectives showed up wanting to talk to Serenity and Ari because not the video online, but the actual footage from the traffic cam picked up that they were there. And, Serenity's driver's license was found in the wreckage. That conversation goes okay. Eventually, Katura needs to step away. She goes outside. She is followed about a minute later by Aurelio and Serenity. Ari and Oscar have a moment to talk where Ari asks if Oscar would be able to come up with an Oblivion Faraday cage. And as Katura, Serenity, and Aurelio are outside, getting some air, talking. Yeah, Ari talks way too loud. It's fine. Trying to get Katura's head back on straight. There is the sound of pounding feet, rushing air, and the three of them go flying as this zombie body checks all three of them basically into a wall, if I remember correctly, and that's where we left off.
Yep. And very interesting situation with the wall. It was the wall to the bodega. And when they hit the wall, instead of what seemed like it should have for those who got hit, it powered you straight through this wall. It didn't. It sort of bounced off of it. Very interesting situation there. But for those who are in the building, you definitely felt the building shake. For those who are in the building, you also heard a very loud boom. Like, it was like if you're on the field and you're at a football game, you heard someone go crunching into someone else, except it sounded a little bit more meaty because there's no pads or helmets. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. And unfortunately, this has attracted a little bit of attention. And so, for our coterie members who are outside, who've experienced the pain train, we got Aurelio, we got Katura, and we got Serenity. What are y'all doing? Because I think who got hit here? I think Aurelio got smooshed, and Katura got.
I think we all got hit.
But
we all got hit, but I had nothing to mitigate.
Yeah,
the damage.
you took the worst of it.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, that's true.
This thing is somewhat dazed after hitting the wall, though. When you see it, it's not as something this small should not be able to hit that hard. It is basically slightly above average human male size, essentially. Little gaunt looking, looks deadish. Even to your vampire selves, this thing's a little bit paler than you, a little gray looking, kind of gross, but humanoid. Does not seem to have much intelligence in the eyes, though. What do you do?
If possible, I start trying to lead it further into the alley, away from the people. We do not need another fucking blood hunt on our asses.
It
Or
is
is it?
currently somewhat dazed after bashing into all of you and something of his head against the wall. So leading it would be more of a, you gonna take this thing with you, as in grab it and take it with you, or are you trying to like, come on, Toro?
I was kind of thinking more the Toro thing, but if it's too dazed, then I might have to just.
I mean, if you waited till it came out of days, you could potentially do that.
I don't know if it's a good idea to wait for it to come out of
Right,
the
that's the
daze.
thing. Like, I don't know how long this is gonna take. So I'm probably just gonna try to grab it and drag it with me into the alley as far back as away from people as possible.
Strength and brawl.
Also, I would like to activate Prowess while I'm thinking about it, if I can do that.
Oh, that rouse.
The
check.
rouse. Yep, that's what I was going to say. Please, please, please. Success. I'm still 1.
Good for you.
And then brawl. Alright. And then would that be adding any? Would Prowess be adding anything in this situation?
Add 2 successes, essentially.
Okay. So do I just roll without the modifier?
Don't roll anything for prowess. That it basically counts as damage afterwards. But I'll just count it as successes. So just roll your normal thing. Don't roll any extra dice.
Okay. 9.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I would have took that one.
You grab this thing by the clothes. Coming with me.
Yep.
Yes, it's not resisting that. I mean, it couldn't resist it if it wanted to, and even So you're just taking it.
No, yeah, I'm dragging it as far back into the alley and away from people as possible, physically possible.
While as Serenity was approaching this thing, I guess I'm sort of in a daze too. Would it be possible to get a look at whatever the fuck this thing was to see if I can like identify anything about it, features, like mannerisms, like the clothes, or I recognize the clothes it was wearing, like anything?
I mean, without a check, you can tell what clothes it's wearing. It's wearing like looks like a ratty, beat up looking polo, very dirty. A pair of Levi's jeans, a pair of Converse Chucks, black and white. All of his clothes are incredibly muddy and dirty looking, though. His face,
Modern looking clothes.
Yeah.
Cool.
His face looks like maybe before whatever happened to him, he got in a fight and didn't win. But outside of that, looks like it was a person, like just
not Kindred,
regular average Joe.
What about his eyes?
Eyes are sort of murky, like almost like cloudy covers on the eyes. They don't look bright and vivid as your eyes, and I mean, there's really not much else to tell. Like,
I mean, obviously this is, I'm assuming there's like some supernatural shit, or like this is not normal.
That's a safe assumption, because
but it doesn't look like a kindred.
No, it does not look like a kindred. Like,
okay,
honest to God, the best, that like the first thought to come to your head if you've ever seen a zombie movie is, this is a zombie.
Okay, so it has been dead before, but possibly reanimated. Fuck. Okay, cool.
I think I pick myself up from the ground and will follow Serenity into the alley.
Okay.
Dragging Aurelio with me.
Sure. Aurelio is also picking herself up, and bolting into the bodega as Katura is
Oh,
yanking
okay.
Aurelia the
Okay.
other way.
If
Oh,
you're
yes,
going into
Andy,
the
that's fine.
bodega, that's fine.
No,
but I-
I'll roll with
okay.
you.
Yeah. We can't just leave Ivy.
We're
Ivy. Serenity. Sorry, I was looking at your name in Zoom. We can't just come on.
popping over to
And also people are staring.
yeah, popping over to the coterie that's in the building. I mean, this is literally like shake the panes of your windows, knock artwork off the wall, sort of hit on the building. Like, if you weren't supernatural, you'd think this was like either earthquake or some kind of bomb going off. But y'all being who y'all are, you can come to whatever conclusions you feel are necessary here.
Look
Is
over
there
at
a-
Oscar.
Is there a window? And what do we see if we look out the window? Is it street facing or alley facing or?
So you would have, I would suspect, the way that I have this building laid out in my head, that the office part is towards the back of the building because that would be the
That's what I
most
thought too.
secure. So you would not have front facing windows and the office here. You'd have to leave out and go towards, some of the rooms that y'all have, or maybe the waiting room for the spa to see what's out the front windows.
Is it safe to say that there's no windows in this office? That's probably something we do, right?
Skylight maybe.
Anyways, yeah. What the hell was that?
Look over at Oscar. You don't think we're lucky enough for that to have been like a bomb, right?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but no, it's not.
We're not that
allowed.
lucky. Okay. Come on. And I just start walking towards where I know I can see, like a room with front and alley to peek out the windows.
I turn to Mingo and say, "You might want to bring your sword."
Mingo's hand is already on it, and he's following behind you guys to look out this window.
By the time y'all get to the front, there's no people that you see out here. You definitely see some people looking out the windows, maybe some folks kind of like roaming towards the street, but whatever was out there, the only thing you see is like some cracks in the concrete.
Mingo's gonna run down because we all know that they were all outside, so let's go find out what happened to them. I'm gonna just go back out through the front, through the bodega.
Are you all following?
Probably more slowly.
Yeah, Mingo's
And-
moving with purpose.
The important question: where is Paco, and how is Paco?
Paco is probably puffed up, like Paco's ready for a fight. Because Paco ain't no chump, but Paco's also still in the office and not following y'all.
I just yell back, guard the office, Paco.
As he
Thank
should.
you.
And Paco starts pacing like back and forth like he's doing patrols.
That's guard Peacock.
Back outside, as you all are making your way out there. Serenity, you have a grip on this thing.
Mhm.
Katura and Aurelio come around the corner. This seems to try to fight back. That Deez is starting to wear off, and it's
Yeah.
not a big fan of being grabbed.
I'm not expecting it to be.
See.
I would like to use, now that I'm sort of gathered myself as well, I'd like to use entrancement on it. Oh shit, I'm hungry as fuck, aren't I?
Weren't you at like 3?
I thought
Oh,
was at 4, but maybe
I
I'm wrong.
think
I'm at
Aurelio
3.
was at 3,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
So how much you want to risk right now, buddy?
Nom 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 nom.
That's 4.
Oh boy.
Aurelio, just eat this thing. Destroy it. You have to have it. It would be probably disgusting, honestly. Maybe take one of them instead. That seems like a terrible idea. Don't eat this thing.
And Serenity and Katura just see Aurelio kind of like looking back and forth between them, and then shakes his head and it's like, maybe. And then I'm staring at this thing, making eye contact with it. And so it's charisma. It has to roll composure and wits.
Yeah, it would. However, this
Uh-oh.
thing does not have the intelligence to be mind controlled. You cannot entrance it. Does not have enough brain to be entranced.
This is not good. This is not good.
You think?
It's not working. It's not working.
Oh boy.
Anyone not gonna come, but I would suggest leave now.
Well, Serenity, you
I kick
Is
my
there-
shoes off.
you won't even get a chance to
Get my
respond to
weapons.
This is a critical success for me. So let's see.
I'm reaching around for anything that I could possibly use to defend myself.
9
I
While
hate
this
you
is
out of the
happening.
shoe. I hate you one of my shoes.
And this thing just kind of, Serenity, it just pops up, grabs you back,
Uh-huh.
and smashes you into the wall. And this, so if you've been in these little spaces, they're basically so electricians can go down the in between spaces. So there's literally like maybe 6 total feet of clearance. This is not like an actual alley. This is just more like a walkway. And so it's just back against the wall and just poof. And you're gonna take 9. You're gonna take
Toughness.
yeah, you got toughness, so you take half of this. So you're going to take 4 superficial, and you
Okay.
cut that in half, I suppose.
So 4 total, but
That's what toughness does, right?
toughness brings it down by half.
Yeah.
So is that already halved?
No.
Okay. So I would only take 2. Okay. Cool. My bad.
When it comes back to me, I've seen Katura take off their shoe, and I'm like, good thinking, and I will grab mine. Would this, like, I know I'm
Dual
improvising.
wielding.
I know I'm improvising here. Well, I didn't necessarily take yours because I'm like, maybe you're
No.
using it.
No. I was saying we're both dual wielding.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah. Would this technically, in an improvised manner, count as a stake?
No. No, it won't. There's not enough in it to really get in there on the heart. No.
Well, no, I was gonna do it like through an eye, like into the head.
Oh, you could absolutely do that.
Don't count as a stake, but
But like staking something like to the heart to stop. No, that
Because I have a specialty in melee with stakes. That's why.
no.
Mm,
Okay.
I
Any
thought it
dice
though.
helps with my terrible physical stats. But I said I'm gonna do it, so I'm gonna try whenever I get the chance. If it is facing me
This
at any
would
point,
be
going straight in the eye.
Katura. What is your action?
I stab it. With my shoe.
This seems like a really easy way to fuck your shoes up.
I can buy new ones. Are you joking? I have a walk-in closet
This is a
specifically
person
for
who doesn't
shoes.
appreciate their things. Anyway, go ahead and roll your I guess Dex and melee. It's a shoe.
Can I do strength?
Sure. You're gonna try
Okay,
to
great.
muscle a shoe into this thing.
Yeah. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong one. Where's my character? This is every time. I just have no
Every
idea what I'm
fucking
doing
time.
every time. Not bad.
4 successes. Let's see what the thing does. It dodges out of the way. Your shoe is not potent enough. It just swoop. You don't know if it was an accident or on purpose, honestly. This thing is just kind of like moving. And it doesn't seem to be paying that much of attention to you outside of like to destroy you. Anyway, Mingo, I think upon hearing that smash into the wall that just happened to Serenity, I think you'd have a good idea of where shit was going down at, and you get to the entry of the alleyway and you see people on the street, but they seem reticent to go down this way. This isn't the sounds of a regular ass fight, because you've seen enough of those. You're ready for the people yelling World Star and having their phones out, and this seems like people are kind of like easing their way around the corner to kind of see things, but not actually committing to wanting to go down this way.
Mingo's gonna like push someone out of the way. Mind your business. Move out of the way.
And they move away. No intimidation needed.
Yeah.
That was all of the inspiration they need to get the fuck out of this situation.
And then is the zombie thing still holding Serenity against the wall? Like both
Less
hands just
holding and more just like standing in front of and kind of like sideways looking at Katura. Not even paying any attention to Aurelia. This thing is just sees the strong one that hit it, essentially.
I would like to get between it and Katora and Aurelio as swiftly as possible. And I think I would like to slice it right across the middle. Because if I remember, Mingo knows what these things are, right? Yeah. Or we all figured out what they were last week. Is that right?
Mingo did figure it out. And let Serenity, I believe, and Ari know.
These are mindless half things.
The others don't have any idea.
So I'm gonna come through, and I just want to slice it like at the hips, just like cobble this thing so it is not moving anymore.
Okay. Roll.
And you see Mingo just come between Katora and Aurelio, definitely putting a hand out to push Aurelio back, and
Texas melee.
And I get +1 for specialty sword fighting.
Sure.
And I get +2 dice for one with the blade.
Yep.
And then the bloody blade, it says +1 on the website.
That's going to be extra damage, essentially. So you get 1 damage as long as you hit this thing.
Okay, so I get melee plus dex, and I add 3 dice.
Ooh. Well, you got a crit, a methy crit. But you have some willpower. You could re-roll some of those, and
I will absolutely
more successes.
Absolutely, I got 3 of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you have 3 because you roll 8 dice. Oh my god.
Okay.
Does that 2 10s?
So that's 4, 8,
8,
9, 10 successes.
10 successes. Whew. So yeah, you slice through this thing. Let me see. No, it's not. It's not even paying attention to you. I don't want to make that roll.
But I'm really trying. I want to see like if Mingo can just like come through, slice this thing, and like give it like a Spartan 300 kick and just topple the top off of from the waist. Like I'm trying to do like a Romero, just kind of like nasty thing. Can I do that with these crits?
I would say yes. The number of successes here and the health pool this thing has, yeah, you fucked it all the way up. You do the slice through the body, kick it over, sort of falls tumbling a little bit into Katura. Eyes never actually turned to you. Just eyes are on Katura, and then just kind of the body falls over it on Katura's person, and then it just
oh god,
it just sort of like turns into ash.
Oh,
there is still the shoes and the clothes, though. I mean, outside of what you cut through, still there, but the body's gone. It did not take long, which is surprising. Because what you know about vampires, only the old ones turn to ash that quickly.
Well, that was unexpected.
That was weird. Yep.
Everyone all right? And I'm looking at Adelia when I'm asking pointedly.
I'm still hopping on one foot trying to get this goddamn heal off that I wasn't able to in time on my last turn.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're fine. Noticing that you're only paying attention to Aurelio.
Is just like stretching, like, oh, okay, let's go.
Oscar's checking to see what size shoe this dude was wearing.
I was just about to ask, where was Oscar and Ari? Are y'all coming around the corner after this is all cleaned up? Essentially, you're muted, Liz, on Zoom.
I have too many screens. Yes, I'm probably just strolling around the corner because neither one of us really has any combat. We're just like, y'all good? Everything all right?
We're alive.
Who needs a blood bag?
Anybody hungry?
Starving.
We
Hey,
still
yo,
look
what
at Aurelio.
happened down there? Everybody okay?
I guess Oscar and them are closest. Oscar and Ari are closest to that entrance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought we heard like you heard the banging. We thought it might have been coming from down here, but looks
Ash
good.
cans fell.
I mean, it looked like there's footprints. Y'all fight a rhino or something? What the hell was down there?
Big ass rat. We don't know. Someone imported a New York City rat and just let him loose in the sewers.
Uh-huh.
Dropped an AC maybe.
Big ass AC.
Who is this, by the way?
Some random dude just walked up on the street, just kind of looking at y'all. So you telling me none of y'all see nothing? Y'all ain't getting on TikTok or nothing?
Nah,
use-
nothing
I know
really
that's
to
what y'all
see.
kids doing
Is
these
it-
days, right?
Can I use
TikTok.
Daunt on this fool?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Okay.
I was gonna use mesmerize.
I was gonna
I'll let
ask
you
if
do that.
Oh,
I was gonna see
Lord.
if someone could like get them into the alley and like sandwich between us, because I was gonna try and use Forgetful Mind and Rouse, and if I fail, I was gonna eat him.
I feel like
Did you
if-
flashy thing him, Kay?
I feel like there are other people out on the street though.
That's why I was trying to see if we could like pincer, like basically create
Well-
like a human kindred shield of.
Well, what I'm
"Nobody
saying
seeing me."
is people are going to think we're trying to jump this person
Yeah.
if we just sandwich them into an alley.
They're not wrong.
Considering there was just loud booms, sounded like fighting or I don't know, explosions, and then all of you are together outside of this bodega where there's footprints leading all the way up the concrete to the windows.
Yeah, do your thing, Oscar.
What am I rolling?
Take care of this dude already. What were you trying to do?
Nothing. You don't have to roll anything. If you use
Good.
Daunt, it just works.
It's just like
on,
immortal. You don't have to
immortal.
roll.
And he's like, you say something to him?
Yeah, I say, there's nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah, honestly, that
Like,
makes
you give me the
Katura walk
finger.
away too.
You know what? Y'all seem a little violent. Y'all can keep y'all TikToks to yourselves. I'll wait till it comes up on the internet. He just walks away, looking back at you, kind of like making sure that he doesn't like catch your eye or you don't follow him. Then he kind of like takes off in a little jog.
How do you
like, I
And then
always
the
feel
rest
like
of the
Jedi
people
would
on the
use that.
street sort of kind of move away from y'all too.
Aurelio is has got their shoe back in its proper place and is so hungry, was without even thinking was sort of like discreetly trailing this person as they were walking away.
Anybody grabbing Aurelio?
I'll stick out a hand.
Yeah, not my job.
Yeah, right. The rest of us are like,
Nom nom.
Tana will be later. And they probably I probably know about the blood bags, right? I got the blood
yeah.
bags.
Aurelio told you about the blood bags at the beginning
Yeah.
of last session.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go and get the blood bags after.
Telling you how gross it was, essentially.
I want to check
Yeah.
the clothes. I want to see if there's anything in the pockets or the shoes or whatever.
Give me an intelligence investigation roll.
Not my greatest. Oh,
I would like to, if possible, like having gotten like Mingo's attention a little bit and shaken out of this. I don't know if like my occult could help in any way. If Michael can like add to this investigation of some sort, if I did my own, because it seems like there's obviously something not natural here.
There's not much left on the occult end of things. However, this is a very easy investigation check.
Cool.
There's just there's nothing occult left because there's just clothes. There's and some dust.
I'm peeking over your shoulder then, just looking.
Okay. I got
Mingo,
3 successes.
You look through the clothes, and the first thing you notice when you grab the clothes is that these feel old. Maybe not super old, but old. And as you look through the clothes, jeans and stuff, you catch a date on like the manufacturing date, essentially, on the shoes. And the shoes are manufactured in 1991.
I'll
Don't know what
point
that
out.
means, but that's what you got.
Nothing else. Empty pockets.
Empty pockets.
This looked like something wasn't right about this, Mingo. What are you looking at there?
He's got some just old shoes, 1991. But no, this isn't right at all. It's one of them ghoul, kindred, zombie shits.
Yeah, well, definitely not kindred, but definitely some kind of undead.
It is.
It's like when a caitiff becomes ghouled.
It's essentially like a thin blood that is mindless. It is like a thin blood zombie, essentially. Like that's why it's almost between a ghoul and a thin blood. But one thing you did know about these, and I didn't tell you on the last one, but sometimes these things can stay buried for years before they actually come out of the grave, because some of the thin bloods, when they get turned along the way by some of these Sabbat, they don't come out right. They get hit with the shovel, they get tossed in the Masquerade, and some of them don't come up. And this one apparently came up.
Yeah. It looks like we're looking for some zombified thin blood that died in 1991. I'll be gathering the clothes as I'm saying this.
Okay, good. I was going to do that if you didn't.
I want to come back with 3 blood bags and pass them out to Serenity, Katora,
Outside?
and
You bringing them outside?
oh,
I'm
still in
just
the alley.
curious. You absolutely can do this. I'm just
I wouldn't say wait for them in the office.
I will pour it into a road soda cup.
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say, aren't they
imagine-
like Capri Sun bags?
I imagine we're motivating inside
Lord.
anyway. Get away from the crowd. What time is it? Like 10:30 or something?
I'm trying to remember what y'all did other stuff that night. Y'all talked for a while.
Yeah.
Talked for a while. The detectives showed up, but I can't imagine the detectives showing up at 2 a.m.
No, it would probably been closer to like midnight when the detective showed up.
Hmm.
They looked like they were working the night shift.
Well, anyway, let's move this
Yeah,
party
they
inside.
did.
So at this point, it's not that much later after that. So maybe getting close to like 12:30 ish. Okay.
Well, let's
But
move.
yeah,
Let's
y'all
move this
moving.
party inside.
So after passing around the beverages, can I try and look through the cameras throughout the city and track where this thing came from? I'm assuming it just didn't drop from the sky, like Thor style.
Give me your Anton technology.
And can I lose a hunger if I drink a bag, even though I'm not a bagger?
Yeah. It's not your preferred style, but you can definitely lose a hunger. Drink a
Thank
bag.
God. I was at 3 too.
Three successes. you can track this thing's movement basically everywhere that it's went since the police car incident. But you don't just track the city cameras. You have to do some private businesses and stuff. This takes you a little bit of time. I suspect Oscar is probably tied up for at least a half hour working on this. But you can track. You don't know where it came from before then. The only thing you could find is when it hit that police car, and that's when you can see where it came from. You search all the places that were near graveyards and stuff like that. Nothing.
And this is the same exact one from that police.
Looking at the clothing and everything, yeah, it is. Well, was.
All right, I'll relay that information to the group.
And it's basically like the way it's been moving through the city was basically almost like a dog following a trail, a scent trail. It like stop in places, sniff a little bit, walk in another direction, like until it got to them on the street, and then it just rushed them.
Can I tell looking through if like any other people was like saw this thing, or just like, what the heck is this? Like, what's going on?
There were quite a few people that saw it.
All right.
And you note that it only walked around at night. When you do notice that when it when the night came around before, because this has been a day, it basically hid in a box on the street. Just basically put someone homeless out, looked at them, they looked at it. It's like, nope, this isn't a battle I want to take in, and they left it alone.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said that it's like tracking like a dog and stopping at specific places. What, I mean,
no,
can
I'm
we
saying,
tell
like,
what
it periodically
specific places?
just stops. Not so
okay, I was just wondering if it like stopped at specific places.
No,
like,
it's just
that we
like
would have
making sure
frequented.
that it keeps the scent, essentially.
The last thing I want to do is just like scour TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, see if I see like anyone posted stuff on here or what they're saying.
Oh, yeah, you definitely see somebody like, this motherfucker is fucked all the way up.
All right.
Like he's just standing there at a sidewalk, just. Yeah, there's definitely some people.
Can Oscar tell where the earliest one came from, like a location based on any of those?
The earliest what?
Social media posts? Any of the sightings? Is there one, like the earliest one where what?
It basically follows the exact trail that Serenity and Ari took on the motorcycle. Like, it doesn't run until it sees them, essentially.
And what we found out last week is that footage of this was already scrubbed by the Sabbat.
Don't know who scrubbed it. Don't know who scrubbed it at all. The other thing to note is like I said, it didn't run until it saw y'all. And y'all notice that it didn't hurt anyone else after that police incident.
I thought that the cam were involved, because last week I called my cam contact and they were saying they didn't mention Sabbat in a way.
That's how we found out
like,
Ivy didn't know what T9 was.
It's a Sabbat. And that they were probably they were working to scrub like the motorcycle footage and all that kind of shit.
The cam was working to scrub that, not the Sabbat.
That's what I'm saying. So I think we know that the cam were on.
So I'm going to say this, like judging by putting these two events together from yesterday and today, I'm going to look at Serenity and be like, I think this thing's after you. It found you that one time.
It's dead now. I don't.
But something might come back. I mean, just be careful.
I'll keep an eye out.
Watch your back.
I'll keep an eye out. No worries.
You might have to borrow a sword or two.
Well, that's the weird thing. I didn't recognize it when it saw me.
Somehow I recognized you.
It was the same
told
one.
to, or what?
It was the same one from the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same exact one.
Wow.
Because the dude from the roof had no face. This one had a face.
Who the hell is sending these after you?
Fuck if I know.
Serenity. While this is happening, you feel your phone buzz in your pocket.
Oh lordy.
And you notice your phone screen is cracked, unfortunately. But it's still readable. And you have a text. And it says, "We're going to need to talk real soon." And the text message is from the Baron. And it's all in capital letters on your phone.
Okay. Okay. Is that where I got the text from Kelvin? Is that Kelvin or in my phone or no?
This is
No,
not
different
Kelvin.
person.
Kelvin's in your phone as Kelvin. This
Okay.
is different. This one just says the Baron.
Oh Lord Almighty. Okay. Great. I'll just write back noted.
And as y'all are inside, it's quiet for the moment, which is surprising because this has been a night. But y'all do have a moment of reprieve. Are y'all gonna just drink your blood bags and go your separate ways? Y'all hanging out for the night? Y'all want to?
I think Mingo wants to. I think Mingo wants to say something. We're all gonna just.
Oh yeah, sure. Y'all.
I think he would say something like, I think you guys need to be straight about what the hell you're into. You can't be putting us in danger for no goddamn reason. If we're gonna be helping you, open up.
I genuinely have no idea what the fuck that was about. I genuinely don't.
I mean, from what I know, you two just showed up one day. I'm not sure what's really going on here.
I mean, if you're gonna accuse us of something, I think I would suggest you just say that.
You want us
I'm
to tell you
Serenity.
the truth, the whole truth.
I think I might not even know what the whole truth is, but I know that you guys have been lying to us for since we met.
And I'll look at Katura and the rest of the crowd. I'm gonna go ahead and lay everything on the table because they're not gonna believe a word I say.
We're gonna need
I
a
think
blood
Katura's
bag.
like, you guys have been lying to us the whole time. It's like, us not telling you everything about ourselves doesn't mean we're lying.
Paco
We don't know you.
walks across the table and a chair next to Ari, kind of puts a foot on it to kick it out a little bit, and then just sits down in the chair right next to you,
I love
Ari.
I
Ay,
love him.
Paquito.
We just
Paco
need
agrees.
we need a
I ju-
side adventure with just Paco.
Animal
I just-
goals.
I just look over at Mingo, and again, kind of just like barely open my eyes just a little bit, like,
Listen, no. I mean, if we're gonna go any further, I just want to know. I mean, this guy, this chubby dude, the other night, he's the brother of the Baron. This one, and he points to
Prince.
Serenity, of the Prince. This one, he points to Serenity. Doesn't remember that she had a vendetta against me until a night ago, and something about the future or some other thing. I know there's something going on. That's all I'm asking. And now, if we got zombie thin bloods coming after us, I just want to know the whole truth. I'm gonna
Wait,
know
what?
that-
Who said shit about the
Bingo.
future?
What are you talking about?
What the fuck?
No. Aurelio, that's it. It's not safe for either of us to be hanging out with these people, but if it's worth it, I mean, if we know the truth, we should do it.
I'll tell you.
Okay, sure. You know
It's-
what? Lay it all off for them, Ari. Go right the
Okay.
fuck ahead. And then when you accuse us further of lying, please fucking leave.
I'll get 2 more blood bags for
You know,
him.
it's funny. I don't see you offering up any truths about yourself. And yet you come into our establishment demanding stuff of us. So yeah, you know what? Have a seat and we'll tell you everything you want to fucking know. And then I'm
Mingo's-
gonna go to my fucking penthouse and have a good night.
Mingo's unfazed by your anger.
I'm not even angry, sweetie. I'm not even angry.
He's not saying it, but he's like the way
I
you're
know.
talking, unfazed.
She's not. She's
and-
not mad. She's annoyed by children trying to be up in a grown woman's business.
And he's gonna look at the seat and just kind of clear his throat, waiting for the rest.
Sure. Yeah.
Down.
And I'll
You're
just
gonna want to.
look at the others and I'll be like, we are multi-dimensional time travelers who have stolen these bodies from
Sounds so
alternate
stupid.
universe versions of
Sounds-
ourselves after fighting Methuselahs and trying to find a cure for nanobots that inject the sun into your veins.
No, you asked.
We
you
have
asked.
met Cain. We have met Cain's children. Paco's previous good friend has decided to become Enoch, the right hand of Cain, 500 years into the future, and we ended up here through a portal in the ocean. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Mingo sits down. Mingo takes a seat.
As soon the reason that was out of character, me kind of doing the
Sure.
as soon as Ari would have started talking, I would have remembered Shade's advice and done Sense the Unseen.
Okay. What's the roll for Sense the Unseen?
Wits and Aspects.
Wits and Aspects. Roll that, please.
Oh shit. Wits is okay. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Modifier is 3.
You got 4 hunger dice. I forgot about that. That is a crit though, so that is 6 successes. Aurelio, you are especially, cognizant of this whole situation after that first time with Shade. There's nothing in here. You give this whole room a good look over twice even. There's
Cool.
nobody here. Like, you'll catch Mingo, like not Mingo, but Aurelio looking under desk.
I would not have done that. I'm good with yes
I'm
ending,
kidding.
but I feel like that's definitely not in character.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think after Ari finishes the
Sorry.
explanation, however long it takes. What? Oh, you said sorry. Okay. I look at Mingo and say, now you can either choose to believe that, or you can choose to believe that you're just not memorable enough for Serenity to bother with you. Your choice.
No, and Mingo has sat down at this point. He goes, "No, I know enough about you to know that you guys don't bullshit too much. I believe it. It's fucking wild as
We
shit."
start laughing.
I don't think Ari has stopped laughing, and it's definitely hitting that edge of she might not be here anymore after just
Yeah,
laying
she's-
everything.
Let's just say that I
complete
feel confident.
disassociation.
I
Ari,
just
do you
feel
need to get out of
confident
here for a
reading you all.
minute?
So
Ari
now that you're
needs-
done digging into our fucking business, we could talk about zombies.
Ms. Baptiste, may I say something?
Aurelio.
And I'll kind of glare at Mingo, and I haven't consumed my blood bag, and I'll Aurelio will disgustedly look at Aurelio as I shove my blood bag his way. It's like, I think you might need this. This is not how I wanted this to go. I could sense that something was up here, but I may have said this before. Something's up, and it seems like it was your story to tell. I was hoping that you could say it under your terms, of your own volition. That slipped away from me this time. So this is not how I wanted this to go. I do appreciate that you shared if I may, I was going to talk to you earlier and see, kind of pick up on like why you left the room before that all that shit happened, but the same question kind of applies. Like, what is going on? I'm not sure how to read into this reaction or response or demeanor that I'm picking up from you. You seem very upset that we're asking this.
Oh,
One moment to
upset
butt
that
in here.
somebody's. Yeah.
Because in the middle of this line of questioning from Aurelio, Oscar, you have a moment. Oscar,
Oh my God, yes.
You are in, looks like a little mom and pop shop. Sells, looks like, random knickknacks, maybe antiques and whatever. And you see yourself going, this is not how I wanted this to go. And that's what triggers it. You hear Aurelio say, this is not how I wanted this to go. And you're there. You're in your shoes. And you are dressed to the nines. And Oscar, you have what looks to be 2 goons with you. That's the best way to put it. You have goons. And they get to work on this shop. They're kicking shit over. All kinds of like ruckus. Like, and you go, you told me that you would have the parts from me. I'm Oscar Prime. I am the Oscar. And I need to figure out how to get rid of the rest of them. And then you pop back into yourself.
Oh my fucking God. What?
Oscar audibly goes, the fuck was that?
Oh, it was
Great
your
question.
Huh? What?
That has basically been the question of the past 3 weeks.
Correct.
But Aurelio, to answer your question, my reaction is based on somebody I do not know at all digging into my business like he has any right to.
But you know me.
Talking about, right, but I do not know him. And frankly, him basically accusing us of putting y'all in danger. You put yourselves in danger. You decided to come here, didn't you, Mingo?
What is going on here? What is this? Why is this? What is happening?
Yeah. Why are we fighting about this?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
just wanna throw
fighting.
the
I'm
truth.
stating
Hey.
how I feel.
Miss
Don't
Baptiste,
aid
this is
me.
unnecessary. This is unnecessary.
So
for
is
all
our
of us.
history.
And I'm trying to like flail about for like everyone. I was like, this we don't need this right now. We just all got
It
our
was
shit
unnecessary
wrecked.
when he started talking out of the side of his fucking neck.
And
I mean,
while you're
everything-
pointing, Paco's head goes.
I fucking love Paco.
Paco?
I'm gonna
Come
play.
over here.
If I die, I want to play Paco.
As you do that, Paco comes over to you, Serenity.
Thank you. Whatever's about to happen, you don't need to be in the middle of.
Listen, there's a lot going on right now. And maybe this fucking zombie from 1991 has something to do with what's going on with you guys. Everything seems to be centered around y'all.
That's a perception. Yeah.
I get used to it. You're going to be hanging around us.
I mean, I feel like you guys are developing a friendship at least with Aurelio. So
Yeah. I love Aurelio.
why don't we tone down?
Also, call me
or down?
Katura. I say this to Aurelio. You can continue to call me Miss Baptiste.
Fine with me. Are we good?
No. But it is what it is now, isn't it?
I'm gonna look. Make it look at everybody. One last step. That includes Ari and Oscar and Serenity.
At least I don't have to be confused why I hate you now. At least around you.
Yeah, no, that clarifies a lot of things.
Oscar's still tripping over what just took place in his head.
Oscar's just vibing out.
Oscar's somewhere else right now.
like that TikTok. I'm spinning like a ballerina. Except it's like the dark emo version.
So I spaced out of character. I spaced out a little bit when Ari was explaining. So did Ari like lay out everything, like what's been going on?
Yeah.
I basically just laid out last season. We are like I did not go into the blood hunts or any of the others.
Yeah.
Did
Cool,
you
cool, cool.
talk about your,
that's way too much.
This is a question because I think this is important. Ari, did you talk about your future self's flesh crafting proclivities? Okay, I wanted to. That was important.
That I kept to myself.
No. You did. You also kept the babies thing. To
I
yourself,
kept the
right?
half vampire.
Okay, great.
I just said that we went to the future and met Kane, which I felt was a big enough drop.
Yeah.
But so did you did start off by saying like you're like body snatchers basically, right?
Yeah, I said we were body snatchers.
Okay,
And
cool.
we basically hopped into the bodies of our versions of ourselves here.
And so so Aurelio will say, well, unfazed by this explanation, like not more flustered by the emotions and the reactions in the room, but when listening to Ari, totally unfazed because it aligns with all the stuff that's been flashing in Aurelio's head. And we'll just straight up say, I was like, well, if this is true, you probably want answers, and you have at least two of us here that can help you get some of those answers. Is that something that you're interested in? Because it feels like there's a lot of tension and you want nothing to do with us. And so I'm not clear what we should even do, because maybe Mingo, I'm extremely hungry and tired. Maybe we should just go. I need to go feed. Maybe we should just leave.
I would like to make something perfectly clear, Aurelio. If we didn't want anything to do with you, we wouldn't invite you over, and I would have kicked you out already. I have a right to be angry at somebody digging into my business when I don't know them.
Why angry?
But I understand you. Why not? Why? What else would I feel?
I mean, respectfully, there are many other emotions.
Well, I chose anger.
Right.
Because I don't like when somebody butts into my business, especially when they're rude about it.
And I'll look at Ming and be like,
well, it's over now. And now it's all out in the open. Do we think that these zombies might be connected to any of that? Do we
We don't know.
No idea.
We were honest with you about that. We don't know anything about it.
Good. So what's our next move?
What the hell?
What the fuck was that?
It's so hard to understand you with that mod.
so it.
You gave me a heart attack, man. Turn it off.
Yep. Honestly, do it. This is me out of character.
You're muted.
You're muted. And your thing is up.
Well, that's why. That does it. You basically just see Ari grow massive spikes out, like through the shirt, out of her shoulders, and down her spine.
I think I hold up a hand to Aurelio and Mingo. Ari, drink the fucking blood bed right now.
I did.
I take the one that Aurelio didn't eat.
guys, I think
You have to take it from Mingo. Yeah.
Everyone.
Mingo drank his.
I had slipped you mine while I was speaking.
I think this came about in the worst way possible, and we all might need to take some time to cool down before we continue this conversation.
And I'll take the blood bag and I'll just sit and.
You good?
I've been better. I wasn't expecting this. I've never done this before, and I can guess.
Yeah, I think
I completely understand.
So, storyteller popping in here. Do y'all want to call it a night now because this is starting to get pretty intense.
Yeah, probably. I will probably say to Aurelio and Minga before they head out separately, listen, we have been through a lot, and literally everything we have said has been used against us by other people. Don't be surprised by their guard.
Out of character, did you mention that there was another person with you in the future that didn't come back?
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mentioned that, his friend had turned into the right hand of Cain. Yeah. Why
Got it,
we don't
cool.
know if he came back or if he didn't. We never actually clarified that.
Cool. That was out of character question. Thanks.
Okay. So
Yeah, I think Mingo would be down to go and just respond to Serenity like, don't worry, it takes more than that to hurt my feelings.
I'm not saying it for that reason. I just felt like their explanations would help. Ugh.
It's good to know. I guess there's work to be done.
Well, and before we leave, I'll also say, like, listen, I know everyone's feelings are completely justified, and Miss Baptiste, I'm sorry, Katura, I probably shouldn't have questioned your reactions or your feelings or your emotions. There's been a lot. There's been inconsistent behavior from what I've known about all of you or you that I've known. So it was just it took us all aback. I just want you to know if what you're saying could come back on either any of you or even us now by association, I guess. And I'll like start kind of making sense in my head, like, oh no, what could this mean? Whether we like it or not, we're in this now, right? We know this. And so, and I'll look at Mingo over my shoulder behind me and be like, we're in this together somehow, whether we like it or not. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but that is enough for me to think to not put anybody on blast, basically, right? Like, I'm not trying to sell anybody out. There's reasons, and your secret's safe with me.
I think
Thank you.
that is a great time for us to take a break. So we will see you all in about 10 minutes. And we'll give this coterie a chance to take a break, woosah a little bit, and come back to you. See y'all in a bit. Take a break, get something to drink, stretch your legs, go use the potty, do what you got to do, and we'll see y'all soon. Peace. And God damn it. So one question, because I want to know before our coterie goes their separate ways, get some rest, that sort of thing, because it's a very important question. Aurelio, do you hunt? Or do you feed? Do you have herd? You have a herd. You can go feed from your herd.
I can do that once a week, and I think you said that we did like whatever we need to do for feeding at the start of last session, which would have been a week in between. So I don't know if it would still apply. I might need to head over to a little salon and have a little playtime.
Well, how big of a herd do you have again? Also, you're muted on the Google Meet, so no captions are coming up for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how many people do you have in your herd?
15.
You can eat. However, for the sake of feeding and you being at 4 hunger and having the night you had, you will have to make a frenzy check on this feeding.
Yay.
So go ahead and make that frenzy check. And you can feed from multiple, so you don't have to like drain one down to near death.
Question for you. So in this, the place, I either feed at my club or at this place, and I'm going to this place because I'm not worried about my club right now. Would you say that I would have? I'm not the only one there, right? Like there are other kindred.
There are
at
other
this
kindred
place.
there. Yes.
I don't have a name for anyone, but I want to say like there's probably another kindred that I like sort of trust enough to engage in like some of these scenarios with, that kind of give them a heads up that like I've had a night. I might need some backup if shit goes bad. Can
Fair.
you keep an eye out for me?
Absolutely. So you're having an accountability buddy with you while you eat.
I mean, yeah.
That's fair. You still have to make the frenzy check though.
Sure. Yeah. My willpower. My power is 6. No modifiers, right?
No modifiers. Oh,
Not
you're
bad.
good.
Yeah,
You
I'm
keep your
good.
shit together. Your friend there is watching you closely, but you psych about 2 hunger from one, and then by the time that's done, you're like, okay, I can get another one and I'll be good. So you get yourself back together.
But that would be the rest of my night, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the rest of you, y'all just call it a night from here. Anybody else doing anything before the night's over?
Oscar is going to try and see if we can find out anything about this version's Oscar. Probably knowing the answer, but wants to confirm it.
Give me a I'm gonna have you roll wits and technology here, actually, instead of intelligence. And I also want another roll from you, because this one matters too. I want a manipulation and subterfuge. Okay. The first part, Oscar, you can find basically traces of your old self, because you scrub everything about you. But the interesting part that you find is that you've basically had a few shell corporations, essentially. Some small businesses that you've basically let live and die and so on and so forth, basically to shelter your money so you could have extra havens. And what you find out is you have some really fancy spot in Upper Darby. And that's the only thing you find out about yourself. You have a really nice house in Upper Darby.
Probably where he's gonna head to.
Seems reasonable. And when you get there, the door is unlocked. Nice house. Tree out in the front, the whole shebang. This is suburban home, essentially.
Nice lawn, everything's taken care of. And I'm sure there's cameras on the outside.
Oh yeah.
I go in and
Welcome home, Oscar.
different, but not expecting. It's yeah, I definitely would do something like that's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Is there anyone else inside the house besides myself?
Negative. The last people who were here were Bob and James. They took the mail.
Okay. Can you make a note of that, please?
Yes, Oscar. Is there anything else I can do for you?
If I need something, I'll let you know. And I'll just go explore and leave it at that for now.
Of course. Basically, this house is a tech nerd's dream, essentially. You have all the latest and greatest gadgets. It is immaculately clean, like immaculate. Bunch of crystalline vases and things of that nature. It is art, some of which you know has to be stolen because there's no other way you could have this. When you get up to the bedrooms, you have a office that is essentially a tech command center. It is, you can tell immediately without even looking that this room has special shielding on it and probably a ward or two just in case. Only on this room.
The real question is, does Oscar have a PS5?
Oscar has a PS5.
Okay. Most likely through the non-conventional methods.
Of course. Oscar also has a suit collection that is out of this world. But Oscar also has a plethora of hoodies, all black, black jeans, black Scully, for whatever reason.
You remember his roots.
And as you tour the rest of the house, you get to the basement. This is where things get interesting, Oscar, because the basement requires a biometric scan.
I go ahead and submit whatever needs to be submitted for this biometric scan, whether it's hand or
I need
eye.
a rouse check for blush of life. Excellent. So you basically make your heart pump, get a little warmer, all that jazz. You touch the thing with your hand, it scans your eyes, and then it asks for voice confirmation. And you see the code, like the manufacturing thing over it, and it is code essentially in lead speak, Elvira.
Mm-hmm. Say it back.
And it just asks you say basically anything. And you say Elvira, and it says, excellent. And the door opens, and it's a sliding metal door that opens after like a regular knob turning basement door. Mm-hmm. Behind there's a metal door that slides open. You walk down there, and in the basement, Oscar, it looks like someone is trying to build a portal.
I look around to see what notes, schematics.
There's tons of stuff, tons of it. And it looks like this has failed at least 30 or 40 times.
Does it look like my handwriting, Ari's handwriting?
Your handwriting. It
Oh
looks
my.
like the only person who's been down here is you. And roll me a wits and awareness. Because most of this stuff to you, Oscar, you get it, but it's not super duper important. But there might be a thing. Maybe. Excellent. That's exactly the number I was looking for. Oscar, you find an Oscar diary.
I pull the one out that I have and start leafing through both of them. See
They
how
are
much they match up.
Different. Way different. Whatever's happening with the Oscars on this other diary is far different than the experience you have had as Oscar. Essentially, these Oscars come from far more dangerous and dark places, and they are not afraid to hurt other Oscars. And
This
as you
makes sense.
leaf towards the last few pages, you notice that the only Oscar writing in there is one calling himself Oscar Prime, which you picture in your head. It's the body you now embody. And he has killed at least 6 Oscars.
Does it say how he
Diablerie.
and how he came upon these Oscars?
They are basically travelers who have slipped into this world. And only one of them has attempted to share knowledge with him. And that's where the portals started getting to be made. But all the rest of them have basically tried to kill him.
Open up my damn mouth, didn't I? And I also had to kill myself, didn't I? This is fucking heavy. Boy, it was on something. I'm not going to touch this though. But we could use it to get out of here. I don't have to rest on this. Might be on something, but I'm not sure what end we could use this for. Or if he could even get back. This is all theoretical shit and enough for tonight. This is tomorrow's problem. I go find the main bedroom.
Yep. And it is secured. Absolutely no sunlight comes into this room. And honestly,
I bring the
it's a nice place.
I do bring the Oscar Prime's notebook up and go through that, read on it.
It's fucked up, man. It's like Highlander meets Conan the Barbarian. Some violent shit that goes down in here. These Oscars are not like the Oscars that you've had who are trying to share knowledge with each other. They're trying to steal knowledge from each other.
And that will I'll call that a night for me.
Sweet. And with that, oh, please go ahead, Liz.
Your thing's down, your thing's up.
Have one thing before Katura leaves. Kind of just like put my arm through her arm to walk her down to her car. So I know I mentioned this, and I figure tensions are already high, so fuck it, add, gas to the fire.
What is it? Do you want to just step in the car?
Yeah, I'll sit for a minute if you want to give me a ride home. Because I can't
course.
drive. Thank you.
Actually, I think I would. can I just stay with you tonight? I don't want to go back to the vent house.
Yeah, always.
Thank you.
Mm.
What's wrong?
No, nothing's wrong, actually. I gave Oscar some notes for a project, and I know another project was mentioned while we were, traveling, and I think I have a couple ideas on how to do it without mass murder. Not now, obviously, but something in case you're interested.
Just sit
just
on it for now, I think.
Yep.
I don't. Yeah, it's tonight's been a lot. I don't really want to think about any more complications right now.
Nope, makes sense. I had spikes and I wasn't expecting that.
You had to wait. Oh, yeah, that was
new.
Interesting.
That was
yeah.
new.
Yeah. I guess I'm kind of glad that we told them. Though I just wish it would have been under different circumstances. Because we've been in these bodies for a few weeks now, and we still don't have any answers. So maybe Aurelio at least could help. I don't know about Mingo.
I could see why Serenity. Yeah, I could see why the Serenities wanted him dead.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily against that.
I'm glad we're still on the same page even in this timeline. He's so frustrating.
Useful to have around. Oh, and
perhaps
one more thing, just because fuck it. I checked out that the first site we went through back in timeline 1, because there's nothing here except for energy. So there is potential, but
maybe when we have the time. I don't think we should make this a priority right now with everything else going on, but we should maybe start looking into ley lines and different things. I know very limited about them, but I mean, why not, right? Forewarned is forearmed. Isn't that what they say?
In our ample time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I could also ask Michael. Oh, wait, what is the name we gave him again? I forgot. We changed his name.
Who? Snake Eyes?
Your husband.
Jacob.
Yeah. Jacob. I'd also like to ask Jacob about the warts on your house, because I think I need to move out of my penthouse.
Yeah, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea.
Tonight.
I wonder if I can let people in. I hope he's home.
Guess I'll find out. All that stuff about the kill switch, I don't want to go to that place anymore.
No, understandable.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have my driver take us to Ari's place and just be like, we have a lot of things to figure out.
Well, nothing new there.
Right.
Juice.
As I'm wrapping up my feeding, I'm at this place. I just quickly on my way out, feeling satiated, just take a quick glance through the images in a little binder and a bunch of different like little metal pieces, feeling like this little inkling like it might be time for another one. But don't linger too long, and then head home back to not my apartment, but I head back to Genesis as things are closing up. Walk through, check on folks, make sure everything's good, but just really make a beeline to the library where I spend the evening reflecting on the conversations that we had and thinking about just a lot of different things that I have on my plate and in my head, and just kind of find a little bit of solace as I sit down and I meditate with this beautiful, beautiful crystal that seems to bring me peace and solace and calm, and just a stronger sense of will, as I'm sitting in front of something important that's also in my library, and decide to spend the night there, secured, making sure that Alex kind of keeps an eye. Ale makes sure that the entrance in here is safer.
Excellent. Anything else? Anyone?
I mean, Serenity would probably update Gabriella, hey, Mingo, and Aurelium know, but no one else knows, so please don't blab. Just update, like, here's who knows, here's who doesn't. Tonight's been fucking crazy. I almost got an actual zombie came walking around, that's a thing. Don't be surprised.
Gabriella just gives you a look. Like, she's
The
sitting
Bob
there
bullshit, don't ask me.
playing, like, fucking video games on the PS5. And then it's like, everything else you're just talking, blah, 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 blah. Then you said zombie, and she just kind of, like, looks at you, is like, so you mean a real life zombie, or like...
It's the Bob shovelhead bullshit, that's all I understood. It's dead, but if any more show up, don't be surprised.
Are you sure you want to sleep here tonight? If zombies are after you? Are you sure you want to stay in Philadelphia? No, honestly, if the zombie apocalypse are going to happen, it's probably start in Jersey. So I think we should be good for a night.
Okay.
And then she
I got
unpauses the game and just goes back to it.
Good night. Well, actually, Serena would, like, if there's a spot on the roof where she could just lay on the roof and just look up at look up at the sky for a while and just...
Sure, I'll say you have a roof deck.
Yeah, she'd probably just lay on the floor and look up at the sky and just, like, sit there trying not to have another freak out. Of like, oh, everything is awful once again. Great, yay. Here we are again. And then she'll go to bed with Paco. Okay. And
Sweet.
I need to get him a seat on the motorcycle, don't I?
After a little bit of finagling, y'all are able to get Katura into your house, Ari. A little bit of finagling, a little bit of blood. You need to have sacrifice and a call, essentially, to someone to help y'all out with this work. Apparently, it is not a Tremere. It is a mage that Snake Eyes knows. Old buddy that owes him a favor or two. But redoes the ward with Katura being acceptable as part of the blood ritual to do this, and Katura, you're able to stay over there, and y'all for a night can chill for a little bit, and then get some rest. Maybe you'll watch a episode of Euphoria or something to get your mood up.
No.
I'm kidding.
I go
know
check out the
nothing about
pigs.
Like,
Also going to watch Ted Lasso. Get some good feels.
That seems like some Oscar shit. Do
Serenity's just listening to all. Sorry.
you take Katura to see the pigs? Okay, I just
Oh,
Do
why
not,
not?
no.
Why not?
No.
just leaves
Let
Katura
her
to the
see-
guest room.
Let her see
Yeah.
You
cute
gotta go.
pigs.
They might not be cute no more is the problem.
Are they not cute? This is out of character. I don't remember.
They may not be pigs anymore.
I'll take that up to you, Liz, because
I would say that Ari is probably working on something long term to change like a certain aspect of physicality. And sometimes it goes right and sometimes it goes wrong.
You've
So
had
she's
more
not really
than-
sure.
the 3 pigs that you have now,
Oh yeah.
there's been several that are no longer pigs. We'll just put it like that.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna get when I go down there. And if they suddenly grew teeth or like the ability to jump like rabbits, no. I'll go by
Okay.
myself.
And with that, You will take a long night's rest, and whatever sort of chill that you can get, the peace and respite that you have with your respective homes or newfound homes and the comforts that they bring. And the nights change. They turn, as always, and bring new situations, new dramas, new problems, new pieces. And as you all awaken, as always, I'm gonna need everyone to make me a rouse check.
A rose check. Hey, hey, hey.
Oscar, you've been floating too close to the edge. You want me exactly where I need to be.
Oscar
Have a
goes
good
like,
night.
nah. You're good.
You
You need to quiet down now.
so much more to learn, Oscar. Do you see all that knowledge down there? Imagine the world you could visit, the places you could own, take over. You could be a king, Oscar. A king of everything. You don't have to go to a world where there's a kaiju cane. You can go to a world where you sit upon the throne.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I go get my Capri Sun blood bag. Tropical. Sit on the moonlight deck. Just sip that.
Actually, I have a question for you all. What are you all's humanities at?
Oh,
I'm fairly certain that. Wait, is that a 5? Did you just say?
I have
Why is
six.
your
I have 7.
humanity at a 5, Aurelio?
I technically have a 6, which
Can I
doesn't
make
seem
it-
right.
Can I make a joke about Aurelio's humanity? That thing with the medals, I was like, this is a trophy case. Some true crime shit.
I don't believe it's a surprise, but I'm at 7 still.
Okay, so
I have 6 somehow.
Mine
So-
could be wrong, but that's what my
No,
sheet
no,
says.
that's fine. We'll have to go. We'll come back to that. For now, we'll say that the ones of you that wake up first are the ones with 7 humanity. Y'all all get up the earliest. You'll get up just after sun starts to set. Those whose humanity have sank a little lower, they need a little bit more rest. They need the darkness to truly set in.
I just need my beauty sleep, okay?
The darkness helps me start getting my face ready.
Yeah.
But Oscar, let's start with you. After you wake up and you deal with your bit of hunger, what is Oscar's plan for the day? Do you have something in mind?
Oscar's going to go through and preempt that note about the mail that came in.
Mm-hmm.
Check back on the videos of that. See what emails been coming in, spreadsheets, ledgers. Just trying to figure out what this Oscar was doing. Explore the home a little bit more. See if there's any other different hidden area compartments.
What did I say their names were? Bob and John or something like that? Yeah, anyway, your goons. Yeah, I gave them generic ass names. Of course I forget them. Seconds later. But your goons essentially send you an email because it's the only contact they have for you. And it's on your computer. And they're like, boss, any new jobs for us? Essentially. We haven't ran a shakedown in a minute, and I'm getting a little antsy.
I emailed back. You guys been working. A lot. Appreciate what you've been doing. Take the night off. Take a couple nights off. We'll come back to it later. We'll get a nice big shakedown for you.
Okay, so that email goes out. And they were the people on the picked up your mail essentially, and it was nothing. They just check it to make sure that there's nothing untoward, essentially.
I guess in here he could find out what shell corporations he has, what laundering methods he has. Please tell me this Oscar isn't a crypto bro.
This Oscar is not a crypto bro, though he does have some money put into Bitcoin. He is not a investor of sort. This is more like the money in Bitcoin is essentially so you can buy illegal things from the interwebs.
Yeah, he just wants to find more about this Oscar, what this Oscar's been doing.
Okay.
The ins and outs.
Okay. We'll come back to that, but the TLDR you got right now is this Oscar was obsessed with having the ability to portal through the world. He found it out from another Oscar, and since then that has been his life mission, essentially.
I will say this. I think priority for this Oscar will be to see if there's a way that say what?
For this Oscar? I mean, for you?
For me.
Okay.
I
made this problem. I'm sorry.
to figure out a way how to just shut down these cameras for the time being and bring them up like on command, maybe like put that to his phone or something like that.
All you have to do is ask Elvira. That's what you notice. Basically, when you wake up, Elvira is on an algorithm to know approximately the time you wake up. Once you start moving, the cameras track you. She start asking what you need, what suit you should have prepared, yada, yada, yada. Elvira is essentially Jarvis, except nicer to you and maybe more dangerous.
Has Elvira replaced like my Google, like Hey Google, or like
yes.
Hey Apple?
Essentially.
Okay.
Yo, Elvira.
Yeah. I mean, he just wants to shut down the cameras for the time being.
Easy peasy. Serenity.
Feed Paco and go ask Gabriella, who is the Baron in my phone? It just says the Baron. Who is
Gabriella is sleeping on the couch when you come down. You wake her
up. Fuck!
I'm asking. You can wake her up. She's your ghoul.
No, I just smack her on the top of the head. Get your ass up! I have a question.
What did they do? What?
I have a question. Why? You go back to sleep after. I have a question.
What do you want?
Who is the Baron in my phone? It just says the Baron. Who is that? And they want to meet with me. What the fuck am I supposed to know?
Stupid names in your phone like that. I don't know who the Baron is. You know multiple Barons.
Great. Okay, I'll ask somebody else. Fine. Go back to sleep.
Do you need anything today?
I mean, I'm just gonna try to figure out some shit. You're fine.
Can you bring me back Fruity Pebbles?
Yeah. Okay.
I keep your house safe while you're sleeping.
I understand. I will get you some Fruity Pebbles. No worries.
Gracias.
Are we out of milk? We got that.
No, we got milk. We got milk.
Okay, so just the Fruity Pebbles. Got it. And I'm at the door.
She's the best. Katura and Ari. You'll probably get up around the same time here. Respectively, what do y'all have going on here? Katura, you're in an unfamiliar bed, honestly.
I am in an unfamiliar bed, kind of an unfamiliar place, but not really. But I think I felt more comfortable being here than going back to my place. And so I think I slept, even though the night was very stressful and there's just a lot on my mind. I think I maybe have had like one of the most restful sleeps since we've been here, considering like before we left to go to the future, I hadn't even been back to my penthouse in that time line.
You wake up to a
so
boatload of text messages
oh god
from Marie, basically saying she's handled a bunch of situations, some other things have come up, but there's a problem and you should get to the bodega as soon as possible. Bring
okay
Ari.
I will. Okay, I'll say like we'll leave ASAP. The issues that you took care of, is there anything that I need to know about with the
Nothing is more priority than this. You should be here
okay
literally yesterday if you can.
Okay, I was there yesterday. No, I don't say that. Okay, I'll be like, we'll be there soon, and I'll head down to grab Ari.
Yeah, Ari's probably up. Probably.
Where did you sleep? I need to know.
Probably the other spare bedroom, because
Okay.
that would be incredibly awkward. I'm still getting to know this man.
There's apparently a problem at the bodega. We need to go. Or some kind of problem. It might not be at the bodega, but Marie told me we should meet her. We need to meet her there, like right now.
Any indication on what it is?
Nope. But if this Marie is anything like last timeline's Marie, she wouldn't say something if it wasn't serious.
All right, let's go.
I agree.
Aurelio, you awaken. And when you awaken, Ale is basically waiting for you to go. And they look at you and they go, I don't know how to tell you this, but you should avoid the bodega or you should go there immediately.
Why?
Apparently, dead cop.
I'm not there, sorry.
And that's a compelling reason because...
Well, this is what I'm saying. You should avoid there or you should go there, because I don't know if you consider these people your friends, but if they are your friends, you might want to help them clean up. And if they aren't your friends, you should stay the fuck away from there.
Clean up. You know I don't eat pork. And then I'll look down to my phone.
Going to be there.
And I
call him.
Aurelio calls him Breeze. And I'll look down to my phone, and as I was kind of, rousing, stirring, and getting up, I was doing a little Google search on Amber. Was it Amber, the fucking Karen, the white girl? And to kind of just see what's up there at the mention of Thin Bloods and stuff from the last night. And my next Google search was going to be the bodega after what happened, and kind of starting to figure out like, what don't I know something about these people. What don't I know that I don't know about these people? And was going to start looking these people up, but then get interrupted by that. And I was like, okay, let me open a new tab. And I want to see if there's anything on the web about this bodega before I go.
Basically, the big thing about the bodega is when there was a partnership between Ari and Katura, essentially making this a spadega, the first of its kind, back in 2020. And since then, it became like a even bigger pillar of the neighborhood, because this bodega has been around in Ari's family for a while, essentially.
Oh, sorry. Just to clarify, I did say that I wanted to do that, but then I opened a new tab to figure out like if there's any like recent news that is public about
no.
like what's going on at the bodega.
Nothing
why
right now.
there's something going on.
There's no
Okay.
news.
Okay. Good to know, though. Thank you for sharing that. And I'll get the itch. I'll get the bug and be like, oh, has Mingo shown up yet?
Haven't heard anything from Mingo. Not yet. Then your phone beeps and basically it says, I'm staying out of it until this shit blows over. They might get a little upset with me.
While the cat's away. Ale, are you feeling up for a little adventure tonight?
Whatever you want, boss.
That was a rhetorical question. Let's go.
Y'all roll out. Serenity, since you went home, I suspect you to get there first. And it's a weird situation because it's locked. You have a key.
Mm-hmm.
The metal doors. You're wondering, like, what the fuck could possibly be the case if this place is locked? And when you get inside, you see Officer Ortiz, or Detective Ortiz, is mutilated on the floor, essentially, inside the bodega. And there is a message written in blood that says, you take something from me and cause a problem, I cause problems for you.
I just texted her, get here now.
Already on my way. Marie said there was something going on.
And
oh, definitely there is.
Essentially, what happens here is Honey looked through the little slats, passed out, like just fainted once she saw what was in there as she goes to open the place up. Because it should have been open already.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coming in for her night shift and weird things happen. So she basically passed this around through the people that she knows know you all. So Marie, so on and so forth. And the word basically spreads. And she gets the fuck out of there. She does not call the police, which is interesting, but you suspect that has something to do with the way Ari runs a business.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Marie or Honey is just ride or die like that. Come on.
Yeah, even when seeing a
we're
dead
gonna have to
body
make
that
Honey
may
a
have her
ghoul.
faint.
Yeah.
So not Katura, Serenity, you're the first person here. You slide the door open and there's a body and there's blood. You immediately close the gates back up.
Probably because I don't think standing in there with it is a good idea.
Are you staying in the building?
No, I'd probably stay right outside.
Okay.
And what do I do with this?
And I would say that that Katura and Ari arrive next to see you outside. And then shortly thereafter, Kelvin shows up. Yo, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know. I look at Serenity like,
Stand so that no one outside can see. And I open the door and I show him.
Holy fucking shit.
what the
Who
fuck?
the fuck is
I
that?
came into this.
And he's like trying to like stand in front of the door because his first reaction is like, oh, his body do something. But he's not that big.
Oh yeah.
I
I closed the door immediately after it was
Yeah.
seen.
I stare even after you close the door. I stare for a second. And I immediately call Oscar. It's like, get your ass over here right fucking now. Bring your laptops or whatever the fuck. And then I hang up.
You're muted, Lonzo.
Yeah, you're muted. You're still muted.
Muted all
There
the
is.
places. There you go.
Everywhere. Oscar just gets out of his nice soaking tub, lets the side down, shuts the book, finishes the rest of his fine ass blood that he's drinking.
Oh,
to bring
it's
that
A
hunger down?
negative, real rare.
And I'm asking Elvira if anything's happening at the Spadega. I'm sure I keep tabs on the folks here.
And Elvira, instead of like telling you, just opens up, like your TV pops on, and there's footage. And there is a tall man, maybe not giant, but a tall man. And he is basically getting out of a truck, opens the back door, brings a person out by their hair, essentially takes a finger, puts it on the lock, and you see the lock fiddle around, opens the padlock, slides the gate open, opens the bodega door, walks in the bodega, dragging the person along, slides the thing down, comes back out later on, does the hand wiping thing, gets in the car, rolls away.
I asked Elvira to send that video to my phone, and I'm able to ask Elvira to see how the wards were broken, how this person got through. I'm not sure how sophisticated Elvira is.
Elvira can't tell you that.
Okay. I just have Elvira. If you could just please bring that footage over to my phone, please. And bring out the most least conspicuous vehicle possible. Going rolling in like some nice ass car down South Philly with his dead body right here.
The least conspicuous car that you have available here is an Audi TT. That's the least conspicuous car you have here. It's black.
All right. All right. Yeah, and I make my way from Upper Darby. I'll be a bit.
It's gonna be a ride for you to get there.
I text
Even in your
Katura.
car.
Yeah, I text Katura saying like I'll be there, but I'm gonna be a bit.
Where the fuck are you?
I drop a pin.
Why?
Do you really? That seems anti-Oscar thing to do, honestly, for security measures.
What I do is like I'll see if I could send Katura the video that I have on my phone. It's like you might want to check this out.
For sure. You can send
To
that.
to distract her from the fact that you're going to take a while.
And I suspect Aurelio lands in, and like, and Kelvin's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Why do you have a dead? Is that a badge? Is this a fucking cop? You got a fucking cop here? A dead cop?
I don't know. I don't. And then I think
I
that's
literally
when it
came
dings,
in to
and
look.
when Aurelio, yeah, I think that's when my phone dings and Aurelio shows up at the same time.
As I'm approaching, I'm doing Sense the Unseen.
Give me that roll.
Well, I'm gonna willpower that.
That might be a good move.
Lord.
2 successes. Everything seems to be on the up and up.
I can't keep willpower rerolling, can I?
Negative.
Okay. Cool. And so he's trying to block the doorway, but he's little, and so I can clearly in my stilettos see over.
Oh yeah.
Let's go inside.
I'll just roll my eyes and just like sigh and enter, if you'll allow me.
And y'all do have like the pull down blinds
Yeah.
in case the sun
Go
starts being
inside.
there.
Pull everything down. Breathe for 30 seconds. And go from there.
This is truly a mess. This
I
person
start
basically
pulling the
got
blinds down.
filleted in your building.
I think like as we're going inside, I'll pull up Oscar's text, thinking that he's going to tell me why it's going to take him a minute to get here, and instead it's this video. And it's like, do any of y'all know this person? And I'll show them, like, I'll play the video for them as we go inside.
And I'll also have said like I'm here alone. Mingo's not here.
Wow, the one time he could have been useful.
Do you tell them what Mingo told you? That Mingo gave this a cooldown period?
No,
We're vampires. There's no cooldown.
I said exactly what I said.
Fair enough.
He's just not here.
I will say this. Mingo did describe to y'all this man that he fought with. And while this
The one that broke his sword?
Yeah. While this man is not as tall, y'all did hear that he might be able to change the shape of his person. The face, based on the way Mingo describes, looks the same.
Oh, we really could have used him tonight.
It doesn't look familiar or like anybody
Y'all
you've
don't
seen
know him.
around or okay.
No.
But it matches the description.
This matches this fits the bill of the person that Mingo described.
So is
Mingo.
I'm sorry, can you remind me of, out of character, the circumstances in which Mingo fought this person?
Yeah.
I just can't remember.
Mingo fought this person trying to kill Big Al. Al was
the person was trying to kill Big Al?
Yeah, and they did kill Big Al.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This was a session that we missed. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it's okay. So if this is the person that Mingo fought, what does it have to do with us?
I mean, me and Ari showed up at the cleanup. Like, literally everything was done when we got there.
I'm guessing zombie.
Oh, that too. Because
judging from the note of you take something from me, I cause problems, whatever the fuck it says.
I'll look around and notice the note.
What?
It's not like it is
sense.
literally blood on the floor with a message that in big letters.
So what we're thinking, I'm sorry, go ahead.
We killed one of his toys and this.
One because of his toys was trying to kill us.
Don't matter. Oh God. Here's the thing. As fast as that thing was moving, did it swing at anybody afterwards? I know Mingo came and chopped the fucker in half, but as quick as it was moving, I would imagine it could have done more damage in the 30 seconds. And don't get me wrong, I know y'all took a fucking hit, but it bodied a car into a building. That thing does not move slow.
It it bodied us, but it seemed dazed after it hit the bodega.
After you mentioned that it bodied a car into the building, I'll just shoot a side eye at Breezy.
He doesn't say anything, but he catches it. One thing you do know, actually, Aurelio, is that on the front door / window, even though nothing happened after you got slammed into them, you notice with your Sensi Unseen, the ward. And the ward is broken. It is like it's not fully together anymore. Like like cracks and fractures are in it essentially.
Yeah.
It
What I was
protected the
gonna
building
Mm.
from the initial attack and that thing getting
it's
in there,
weaker.
but it fucked the ward up. Yep.
Yeah. What I was gonna suggest as well, before actually I wasn't gonna suggest that, but I will now. I'll incorporate it in. This would be like, given what you said last, I'll look at Ari. Given what you shared, you all, given our last conversation, knowing that we are a mixed company, given our last conversation, I wonder if it might be worthwhile to kind of update and ensure that, like I do with my club, I do my rounds every once in a while just to make sure that I keep abreast of any changes to the property, make sure that I'm always up to date on the latest, if a light bulb is out here or there, if I notice a new crack in the foundation and so on and so forth. It might be worthwhile to kind of see what the current condition of the security measures are for your bodega.
Right. That was on our list of things to get done
After the
per
body.
conversation we
What-
had last night. Directly after the body.
Yes, it seems like there was at least I feel like it's safe. As a player, I don't know if it's safe, but I was just gonna be like, your ward's a little fucked up.
It's not surprising.
That makes sense.
So we're gonna need to come up with a plan because
Is Honey with us?
No, Honey
No,
left.
she left.
Okay. Serenity needs to come up
Katura,
with a plan, yes.
you get a phone call.
Mhm.
And normally you get text from Marie, but you see Marie's name come up on the phone call. She never calls you.
Must be it's important.
So you answer,
That's what that means. Yeah, I answer.
and she just says, "Police incoming. Y'all should get out of there."
Fuck. The cops are on their way right now.
And
Right.
as soon as you say cops are on their way, Calvin's like, "I gotta go." Like,
Yeah, we're all
I
going.
can't. No, the last situation I had police didn't go well, so I'm getting the fuck out of here. I apologize. I'll help you with something else, Serenity, but dealing with 5-0, not my shit. I'm out this John. And he just
I think
opens
we're
the
all
door
like,
and
why
walks
is he
out.
even here?
Yeah,
We're all like, why is
Serenity
he
looks confused too, to be fair. Oh,
Nobody is more confused with
No
the
one
whole, like,
asked
why
him
are
why he
you even
was here
here
either.
look more than Aurelio. Like, what the fuck?
We're just like, okay, have a good day. Like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here right now. And then I think I'll also just like
text
as we're
Oscar to
leaving-
scrub everything.
I do that. I'm also calling our lawyers just in case.
I'm walking Breezy out.
Oh yeah, he's like, "You coming with?"
I just want to make sure that you're good.
I
What?
mean, I done seen a few bodies
What?
before. This ain't that big of a deal.
No, I don't worry about that.
Oh,
Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you here?
I got sent here. Someone
By?
texted me, said Serenity needed some help, so I showed up.
Oh shit. Alright. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, headphones died.
Yeah. Is there an echo?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. You said somebody texted him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
Somebody or Serenity?
Someone
Somebody?
texted him saying Serenity
Oh.
needed help.
Who texted you?
A benefactor.
I want to pull the give me your phone move, but I'm not. Gonna.
Essentially, somebody I owe a favor to.
It's been going around a lot lately.
That's what happens in our world. Money don't seem all that important if you lived a long time. I mean, it's still important to me. I ain't lived that long, but after you've been around for a bit, trading favors is more important than money.
No, I get
At least
that.
that's what I've heard.
And listen, I know, like I don't know. I don't know all the details. I haven't.
Talking walk, fam, because throwing a car is a good distraction, but like, I like my car. Can we hang out sometime?
Yeah, I actually was wondering. There's a. Would you like to be my +1 to something coming up?
Yeah, shoot me the deets.
Sounds good. Why don't you get out of here? Be safe. You don't need to deal with
He
your
is
bacon bits.
halfway in the car as you're saying this. He seems really nervous about police.
Yeah, these bacon bits don't need to deal with you either. So I'll head back inside.
Skirt! He's out. Oscar.
I upon getting that message, I'm going to ask Elvira if possible, because I'm sure I have some sort of access to.
Yeah, you set this up. I mean, you
Other
set
you.
this up.
Then I'll see if I can ask Elvira to go ahead and wipe the footage for the last. When did I happen to see when that footage came in? The timestamp. I just want to do like 2 hours beforehand.
This was essentially right after all of you left.
I want to scrub like the last before the cops came, like an hour before the cops came till daybreak.
So you basically want to scrub everything for like the last 2 days.
You want to get rid of the proof that the cop left.
Yeah, you should leave that. Also, they
That's
probably
what I'm
already
saying,
know that
like-
they came to the bodega anyway, because it
I
would have been in
mean,
a report.
So
I
then
know-
after the cop, yeah. So then
I
after
I
know
the
would
cops left.
scrub us showing up to this fucking crime scene.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
and
that,
then-
yeah. No,
Yeah.
and I want to scrub that fucking monster also not being there.
Why? Some fucking tall. I mean,
You wanna
Masquerade
want more
is dodgy,
questions?
but
Yeah.
You want another blood hunt?
there's a dead body in our bodega. Somebody's hunting us. We already got one.
All right, scrub us.
So you're scrubbing y'all.
Scrub.
You're leaving the footage of this person being taken into the bodega.
Not us.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Do we want to sidebar this?
Yeah, I have a question. How far away are the police right now?
You suspect about 10 minutes.
Okay, great. Here's what I want to do then. I would like to use my ashes to ashes power to destroy this fucking body.
Why am I scrubbing these fucking videos?
Huh.
Well, no, that's why I asked. That's why I asked how far away they were, because if that's the case, then you could just scrub everything. We'll scrub the part where up until they leave.
Well, is
Make
there a
sure I
roll for that?
understand, because I'm confused. You want to leave the footage up until when they left and then loop it so it looks like nothing changed. And then destroy the body so it doesn't even look like they're here. Is that what I understood?
If this works, yes.
If this works, okay. Just make sure
I have to
understand.
roll. I have to roll for it. So
Please.
crapshoot, really. Okay, 1 second. Let me read.
That was in the bot book,
Cult.
right? Or no? Cult.
No, it's in
That's
Cult of the Blood God.
Yeah,
It's called Ash. It's an Oblivion power.
got you. Yep.
Okay, so I have to rouse.
You have to rouse.
Okay, I passed. Okay, and then I have to roll. I think it's stamina and oblivion versus stamina and medicine plus or fortitude.
Basically, just roll. I want to see how many successes you get.
Okay,
And your hunger, essentially. So you do get hungrier. This is
I
gonna
don't.
take a little
I
bit.
passed. Oh, I'm on the wrong. I was sorry. I was
sick.
scrolled up. I didn't see it. I also hit it twice. That was my bad. Okay. Okay. And then I'll just add a +2
And this makes
for
sense.
my
You
oblivion.
have to use a little bit of blood to do this, and you might have spilled a little bit more to essentially make this happen.
I think I'm going to spend willpower to reroll 2. Oh, I can only reroll 1.
Yeah, it'd only be 1 that you can reroll.
Yeah. Okay, I still don't get the same, so 3 successes.
Essentially, Couture, you get into this and you know it's going to be tight. Your time to get this done is going to be tight. But as Couture gets to work here, y'all, some creepy shit happens essentially. Maybe even more creepy than some of the shit that Ari did. Essentially, Couture takes her blood, essentially starts casting a magic spell, and the blood goes onto this body, and the body and all the blood connected to it essentially starts to disintegrate and turn into ash.
Aurelio is absolutely entranced.
Oh God.
And
I was gonna try and like rouse a premonition, but I think Aurelio would be absolutely entranced by this and not actually do that.
Let's see. And after about 7 minutes, the body is gone. Nothing left. You could sweep up the little bit of ashes and a dustpan. But that's all. There's no bones, no teeth, no nothing. You just see Katura basically chanting over this body and blood disintegrating it, and even the words disintegrating around it. It's creepy. Katura's eyes go a little inky black. But the body's gone. And
All right, that was dope.
Y'all can hear police cars from the
Thank you.
distance. Oscar, you're close enough to see the police coming at this point.
I text Katora and anyone else. I guess I have Serenity's number 2. Cops are a couple blocks away. Do you need me to do anything with the cameras? Because I could do it right now.
I'll say scrub the footage from this morning and also of the guy dumping the body here.
Done. I get to that.
And then I'll say, Serenity, can you please clean this up right now?
Yeah. Broom,
I'm on it.
dustpan, ashes.
The blood's gone too?
There's no
Everything's
blood.
gone.
It's all gone.
Cool.
Text back saying get Paco too.
I get the bird. I had the bird.
Who is
Bird
going
is at
to
Serenity's.
lock the
Oh, this
front
is true.
door?
I left Paco home.
And are y'all all leaving through the front, or y'all leaving through the back, or how are y'all getting out of here?
I said we get out through the back.
Get back.
Okay.
I'll say, Oscar, can you meet us around the corner and pick us up?
In Audi TT? Question mark?
In a what?
I didn't stutter.
What's going on with you? No, I'm kidding.
I
Who
don't
are
know.
you?
That is
Who
the right
are you?
question, honestly.
If we are,
Someone has to lock the door from the front. I just FYI, because this is slide down, lock at the
Didn't
bottom
we-
thing. You can't do it from the inside.
Oh,
Someone has to lock it from the outside. You can slide
Can
it
I
down.
do it with shadow
but you
arms?
can't lock it.
Is there enough space underneath?
You'd have to rouse to bring the shadow arms
That's
up. and
fine.
Risk the stain.
At this point, that's fine.
Have at it.
Aurelio is trying to stay like a reasonable enough distance or position to still kind of have visual, if possible, of anybody going towards approaching the bodega.
You're still outside, right?
I'm not really sure where everyone is.
Because you
'Cause we're
walked
we're all
Breeze
like in
out.
theater of the mind, but we all have different minds. So I'm
Yeah,
not really
You
sure.
walked Breeze out. I don't know if you walked back in. That's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, as he was getting the car, I was back in
Okay.
with this whole thing. Yeah.
Not much to see really, because there's the windows and there's like you know the when you slide those gate things down.
Oh,
there's
so you're
just
trying to
all
lock it
metal.
from the inside, Ari.
Yeah, I'm using my shadow arms to basically go underneath, pull it down, and just have it. Beep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's like that gate that you pull down from the front and then lock it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to do this with the shadow arms, but I'm gonna let it ride anyway.
Your call.
Roll
cool.
Roll a Dex and Oblivion, because this is a dexterous sort of thing.
Yeah,
I
that
have a
makes sense. That makes sense.
question about
Shoot.
my rouse checks because I accidentally rolled twice and I didn't realize which one are you accepting or which one. I mean, they're both failures, but
Whatever. The first one, I guess.
okay, great. That's a stain.
Oh yeah, if you roll a 1. Forgot about that.
I'll have to talk to you about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know how it works.
That's strength. Hold
We'll
on.
take care of it
I
after.
I thought I had something that works with Dex. I'll go ahead and use Cat's Grace. The user automatically passes any. Oh no, that's to keep their balance. Okay, never mind.
The balance, yeah.
To keep their balance. Okay, so then it's only 7 dice.
Only 7 dice.
I am not very dexterous.
Only?
Only 7 dice. Yes.
You're looking for 4,
Only
just
7.
an FYI.
I can't see my damn. There we go. So Dex, second attribute. It's none because I have 4 with Oblivion.
Oh,
That's a
4.
success. That's what you
Yes.
need it. It
Nice.
takes a little bit of fiddling around, but you're able to basically get this padlock on there. Y'all who are looking at this just see the shadow reach under a door, grab. You can hear it. You can't see the shadow from the outside, but you can hear it jingling around, trying to lock this thing with one hand, essentially.
Oh, I would absolutely split it because I can split the arms and I'd just be like, whoop.
Yeah, it's creepy looking, honestly. Just imagine a
Just make sure Oscar
shadowy
scrubs
arm
that too.
rolling off of. You wouldn't really see this very well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, Oblivion stuff and cameras, they don't really mix. Anyway, lock the door. You have a few minutes to get out the back door. And where are y'all leaving to once y'all go out?
Because it just goes basically to that tiny alleyway, doesn't it?
Yep.
So do we have roof access?
I mean, Serenity can climb up there, but there's no ladder.
I'm just asking because Ari has gone up to the roof in Old Universe, so I was just curious if this one had it.
You can roof access from inside the building.
Okay, so do we want to? You know what? Last time we tried stealth, it ain't work well, and we're gonna look shady as shit on the roof.
I would add that you hear the sound of a helicopter not too far off as well.
Oh no! Not like we'd show up on it.
Just a reminder, Ale is with us too.
Ale is
God
with you.
dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an Audi TT. How the fuck am I fitting 20 on this?
Yeah, Oscar, what are you doing? Just like circling the block, kind of waiting for them, or on the other side on the other street side of the alleyway, waiting for them?
I'm on the opposite side of the alleyway. Like it's the alleyway. I'm on the other side of the street.
So there's no through to this alley?
Yes, you
I'm
can go all
confused.
the way to the other. So
Side.
like, it's
Yeah.
on a block. You go straight to
Yeah.
the other block.
Oh,
essentially.
okay, then yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Then
we're
you'll
trying
do
to do to
that.
meet Oscar.
Yeah,
Because I told him to meet us around the corner, basically.
yeah, y'all can do that.
Yeah.
Oscar, this is gonna be a clown car essentially for everyone to fit on here. There's gonna be some laughing up. There's not a lot of space. The backseat area of Audi TT is
It's not a
teensy
backseat
tiny.
area.
But we,
It's not a backseat.
Ale and I came on our own.
They don't have a Ford. I think they have a like a two.
I thought it was just a coupe.
You have a sedan, my guy. Just accept the fact that you have a sedan.
Oh yeah, it is a coupe. Never mind. You only got a 2-seater,
Oh.
bro.
Yeah, it's a coupe.
Okay, well, I mean, Katura just gets in the front seat. Just doesn't. No, I'm kidding.
Can it be reasonably assumed that Ari
Oh,
got
no,
a
they have
call
ones in the back seat. It's a back row
and
seat.
would be
It's just
arriving
tiny.
soon?
What's up? I'm
Could it be
sorry.
reasonably assumed that Ari got a call something is going down at her bodega and would be arriving soon anyway?
I mean, same with Katura because we co-own it.
Right.
whatever.
Like,
yeah.
could we logically like be coming from a block away?
Yeah.
Or would that response be too quick?
You could.
I mean,
play it
technically,
that
you'd probably
way if
have
you
alarms
want
on that shit
to.
too.
However, I think that might be a little weird.
Hmm.
Might be a little weird to the cops.
Yeah, y'all want to stay away until you're informed by the cops. There's been something going on.
That's
I wanna
why
stay away
I was
till I've been
asking.
informed by my lawyer that the cops have informed us that there's something going on.
And I've been trying to
Because they're not
stay-
supposed to speak to me anyway.
Yeah, I've been trying to stay somewhere where I can get basically if there's anyone approaching the bodega, like any of those cops, I'm gonna shudder and regret this and hate that I am trying to share the senses with one of them. But I want to try and basically like use that power to see what they're paying attention to and what they're noticing as they approach.
So you're sticking pretty close to this place then.
It doesn't say like a distance. I just need to have line of sight. I can be anywhere.
Okay. Well, I mean, to have line of sight, I'm saying like you still have to be fairly close because these are like essentially row homes and buildings that are tight together. So are you like sitting in the alleyway? Are you sitting in a car? Where is Aurelio?
Wherever
currently?
Ale's motorcycle is,
Oh yeah, Ale
and-
has a motorcycle. Yeah, you're on a motorcycle.
yeah. So I'd be like, spooning Ale from behind and keeping an eye over his shoulder, trying to see the moment I see anybody in a uniform approaching, I want to try and use this.
Okay. So a bunch of you piled into Oscar's car in the incredibly small back seat. The Katura is like, nah, boss shit. I'm sitting in front.
But let us still grab the fruity pebbles.
In that case, I could fit everyone. I could fit all of us then, because this is going to be myself, Katura, Serenity, and Ari. So yeah, everyone fits.
Everyone fits. If you've ever ridden in the back of a small sports
It's not
car,
comfy.
it is pretty
Not
terrible.
It's
comfy.
literally the worst.
Especially if you're tall.
Your knees are up like this.
My head was over one of
You are
these
fetal position
for a whole
all the
trip.
time.
Yeah.
Is
Anyway.
Paco with you?
Your whole body is a cramp.
Paco is probably sitting up front on Katura's lap. because-
Paco's at
it's too-
home.
Yeah, Paco's at.
I
Serenity
love
doesn't bring
Paco.
Paco.
Oh, you
I
left Paco
didn't-
at home. Never mind.
I
Okay.
didn't say I brought him with me, so we agreed he was
Okay,
at home.
fair enough. And as y'all are like piling in and driving away, this is not just a small cop response. This is a goddamn SWAT team. And you see them all pile up. There's at least 10 police cars, a couple of SWAT vans, and they basically bust into the bodega. They heard essentially once you use share the senses from down the block or whatever, do you just share one sense or
I
you
can
multiple
choose.
senses?
I can choose how many I want, and so I'm choosing all of them.
okay, so you hear they have
Even I
basically
can smell their bad breath.
credible a credible report that a officer was down at this building, and this is why they brought this response, and they bust in here. They kick in the door, all that shit, and they search around. And there's nothing.
But you know what there's gonna be? A lawsuit.
And they're looking around, and they probably do this for a solid 20, 30 minutes. But depending on how long you stay there earlier, you see them start to like file away. They've created a police barricade. You know, there's people standing outside asking, the fuck you doing to the bodega? Yada, 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 so on and so forth. Y'all get a call. Ari, Katura, basically saying that someone broke into your bodega and supposedly left the cop there, a body or something along those lines. They're looking for a missing Officer Ortiz. They'd love to, no pressure, but whenever you have an opportunity, they want to have you for questioning for because y'all were some of the last people to see her, yada yada yada, that sort of thing.
Is this my lawyer talking to me? Because
This
that's
is
the
your
only way
lawyer
they should be
passing-
contacting me.
This is
Okay,
your lawyer
great.
passing this information on to you, Katura.
Okay. Okay. My lawyer is my ghoul, so I think I could probably tell him maybe what's going on. But I'll talk to the group first about it.
Okay.
I
Y'all
wonder
are all
who's
in the car
on.
together, so you can pass this along. I can't see y'all sitting there waiting around the corner.
Yeah, we're just
while
idling
the-
around the corner.
while
Just
the
hanging
ghetto
out.
bird is flying around. I don't think that's the move.
Hell
No.
yeah, Dodge.
So apparently somebody called in that body to the cops. I think we all can suspect who it was. They want us to come in for questioning whenever we have the time.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like 4 surgeries in the next week, so I literally do not have the time.
I mean, I'll pass that along to your lawyer and they can advise the police accordingly. And I mean, any questions that they have can just go through your lawyer and should actually.
What's the plan here?
Aurelio, after they fall out, do you contact the rest of the group, let them know what's going on? Because essentially they wrecked the place and found nothing.
Yeah, my intention was once I get the sense that everything's okay, like once basically the people outside were like, what the fuck are you doing to the bodega? I'd be like, okay, they would only have left the scene if they were like done and started interacting with the public. So I would have texted something to Katura to kind of let them know that, you know, everything was good, like crystal clear, just like, but also trying to be discreet just in case anything is subpoenaed or whatever. And just said the word crystal.
Okay. We should go somewhere to talk. We should not be talking in the car.
No, and I don't think my husband would call his friend back to help with the security system again so soon.
We can go to my penthouse and
I have a house. It's nearby, at least.
How safe is your house?
I have a feeling that they might come looking there quickest. The penthouse might be
As
Okay.
you say that,
more difficult to get
Gabriella
in.
sends you a text. Cops showed up. I told them you weren't here.
Thank you.
While I was sending that message to Katura, I don't know if you'll allow this because I guess it's technically the same scene.
Mhm.
Could I do sense the unseen again to see if there's anyone else besides us paying attention to the bodega? Any other like supernatural folks?
Since it's the same scene, I'm going to say no.
Okay, cool.
In this particular case, I'm going to say no.
I will drop Aurelio a pin to the penthouse and say, meet us here.
Just FYI, there is a passive part to sensing unseen. Just putting it out there.
I'm aware.
Cool. I get the I get the pin. And tell Ale to head there. And I know I don't have permission, but I'm sending that same pin to Mingo.
Don't
Fair
let
enough.
Katura find out.
Your whole Chronicle Tenants thing, just the fucking around and then the finding out is just explained
Keeps
on
going back and
such
forth.
interesting ways.
The-
Listen, that's why I stuck around. I'm literally sharing the census to find out because something
The
fucked
second
around.
Mingo shows up to Katura's penthouse or wherever she's living, she's going to call the prince and be like, "You need to come get your fucking boy."
So are you all headed to Ari's penthouse? And are you bringing Ale?
I mean, out of my ride, so yeah.
Okay. And Katura, since you arrived with everyone first, are you waiting for Aurelio, or are you just going to tell someone to send her up?
I will have the front desk send her up when she gets there.
Okay. And Aurelio, you aren't far behind, maybe like 3-4 minutes, something like that. You're on a motorcycle, you can get around pretty fast. Funny situation here though. When you arrive to the hotel, you get the valet situation. Like they look at you and then they look at you get out of this car, Oscar. And I assume did you get suited up? Or are you just in the hoodie situation?
I'm in the if the hoodie's there. I'm in the hoodie.
Okay, yeah. So when you get out the car, you get a little bit of a look from the valets, but they keep it moving. Take your keys, sort of thing. Park your car.
I find it funny they would give him a look, considering I also just stepped out of the front seat, and it's like clearly like he's clearly good enough for me.
People gonna people.
He ain't gonna get a tip. That's all I'm saying.
No tip. We tip no matter what. Come on now.
And y'all make it up to the penthouse. And Katura, there's a note.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, triggered. It's at my door.
Once you walk in the door, under the door, there's a little envelope.
I think
Miss
she
Katura
just.
Baptiste.
I think she just stares at it and doesn't pick it up.
All of you just walk past this note on the floor as you walk in Katura's penthouse, or what?
You want me to open it?
Am I there?
Please.
Okay, I'll open it for her.
You're probably a couple minutes behind, but soon.
I open it for her.
And it says you've been cordially invited to attend Elysium.
I think she like breathes a sigh of relief because it's not a fucking creepy ass letter made with cutout magazine.
Nothing like that.
This is the last time.
An invite to Elysium for the Camarilla, yada yada yada. All vampires invited, or kindred invited, essentially. To speak a bit about the Masquerade and the current situation in Philadelphia.
I'm getting like deja vu. Okay.
You good?
Yeah. What day? What night?
What day does it say?
This is a week from now.
Oh,
Okay.
you got a week. That's not the most important thing right now.
Well, we have a week. All vampires invited. You probably wouldn't show up though. I can't imagine.
I don't know.
You get a text message from Kelvin, like, you showing up to this Elysium thing? Sounds like a party.
Look over at Serenity. You know, you could Genghis it.
I could.
I feel like that would be very on
loud.
brand. Loud, kicking a window. Obnoxious.
Okay, I'm not trying to get kicked out because it's going to cause more problems.
James
long as
sent
you
you
don't
a
hurt
message
somebody.
like right after Calvin's like, am I supposed to go to this? Like, that's what his message says. And he's got like a picture of it from the phone.
From who?
James.
From Kel?
the
Oh, from
boy,
James.
Baron.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who did he send that to? Serenity.
Serenity.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't text me because I'm still trying to bill him for my time.
Yeah,
You
no,
are-
Serenity would, if a bunch of anarchs are going, then I'll go. I'll go, you go. Basically is what I tell them.
Oh, Kelvin's like, I'm definitely going. This party.
Yeah, I think they're looking to you for what they should do.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
It'd always
forgot.
be if I go, you gotta come with me.
It might be best for you to have them go, but these are your people and you are essentially their leader. So I can't tell you what to do.
And Aurelia,
if you're
I think
gonna
this is,
go,
like,
I
around
think
the
they'll
time
show
you
up.
Show up, you and Ale.
I'm sorry, what?
This is around the
You're
time
showing
you
up.
show up.
Sense the unseen.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh God.
Oscar's like, I gotta wear another damn suit to another one of these damn
You're
things.
already wearing suits.
No, he's wearing a hoodie right now.
Well, in general.
I
I've
mean,
seen you wear
Horse.
To
I've
be
seen
fair-
you wear more suits in the last week than I've seen you ever wear them.
And I
This-
don't like it.
This one should be significantly less exciting than our first.
I mean, we could just do they're not gonna expect it.
True, and
Oh.
I mean, I have a feeling I know a couple people, so
As long as it's not a repeat of.
Feel pretty
before.
confident there's nobody supernatural here.
Have I gotten any text messages?
Kelvin asks, it's like, to you, is like,
Is this what you wanted me to be your +1 too?
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what he
Fuck.
messages you. That's exactly it. That's what I was getting to.
Is it?
I don't know that I would have ever been invited to an Elysium before. I would say yes.
He's like, cool, I'm coming. So dress nice.
Little does he know that I'm his +1, but whatever.
You don't need to know that. He don't need to know.
You
You don't need to know that, Sweet Pea.
He don't know how these things work.
I don't really know how
He
these
don't
things work.
regularly show up to no Elysiums.
Neither do I. So
Okay. So I'll usher Aurelio and Ale in and like have everybody like sit wherever they want. I don't really care. And I'll thank Serenity for picking up the note and reading it for me, like with just a pat on her arm, because it's just like
Now, Serenity
bad
gets the
memories.
vibe. Serenity gets the vibe.
Yeah.
Serenity
Like,
understands.
I'm not trying to pick up any sort of note written to me ever anymore.
Yeah.
and if we had had the chance to like talk before getting bodied, I would know what's going on between that exchange.
Yeah,
Maybe.
she would have. Well, she would have hinted. I don't know if she would have told
Maybe,
you
yeah.
everything, but
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so here's the situation. Body's gone. Apparently, earlier you weren't there, but somebody called in that the body was left in the bodega. I think it's safe to assume the person who called is the same person who left the body there.
Listen.
When I was sharing the senses, was there anything that anyone said around like who called this in or where this came from?
No.
Okay.
Which
I'll
isn't
share
exactly that odd if you know police, but no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll explain that I shared the senses and that like that's how I know. That's why I sent you that message, but I couldn't pick anything up as far
There was
as
a
like
lot of
any
just
level.
credible tips. Credible was constantly repeated.
Oscar, you think
Oh,
you could
God.
get that information if you had a little while?
Yeah, I'll see what I can find out. No promises, but see what we could do.
And technology, Oscar. Honestly, because you're good at this. Oh, never mind. You got it. Oscar, very odd situation. Because as you start tracing this, you've hacked into the police here in Philly before. It's not that hard, honestly. Outdated as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The tip, based on what you were able to like reverse engineer, came from the other detective.
Bitch, what?
I go, y'all not gonna believe this shit.
What is it?
I forget what I named him. It's in my
The
book.
partner
somewhere.
narked on us.
Honestly, that might be the least surprising thing that's happened tonight. I mean,
yeah.
can't be trusted.
No, but does that also mean that
He's working with the Sabat some way? With the dude?
they killed the partner?
No, the partner was alive when they were brought here. They were killed inside the bodega by that thing. Isn't that what showed on the video?
Ari
No.
and Serenity.
Second
No?
Inquisition.
Oh.
Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Okay.
I don't have a better one for this.
Mm.
Can I rouse my wits?
You do not need to.
Okay.
Just give it a roll. You absolutely can, but you don't need to. I'm saying.
Okay. Holy. I'm a use willpower regardless.
Ari. Yeah, go ahead and run your willpower if you want to. That's 2 opportunities for successes. So you get 1. So you get 2 out of that. Ari,
So I
you
got 5 because I did
5.
re-roll 2.
Ari, this is not that hard. You're only looking for 2 successes here. The thing that clicks you immediately is that you remember Mingo cleaning that house. Interesting situation with the partner calling in this tip, isn't it? How would he know? And then you keep thinking of Mingo cleaning the house, even though Mingo didn't really want to clean the house after the whole Al situation.
He had both. My guess, he
What?
had both, and he mind controlled the one. We've seen this before. The first time we
Hmm.
lost Jerry, you mind control the one to do the dirty work on the other, or torture or kill, or make a phone call. Because now that leads back to him, because why would you call him that tip? What do you know? There was nobody there. Where's your partner? Where's your partner? Where's your partner?
Hmm.
Would be my guess.
Meaning, regardless if we clean it up, it's not
Well-
going to come back on anybody else.
Yeah, I was like, well, that at least takes the heat off of us.
Out of character, I'm confused.
Dominate.
Yeah, they
Who-
were mind controlled.
Mingo used dominate
No.
No,
Mingo
Mingo
was
was
dominated.
dominated.
by this partner.
No,
by
no.
By the big
by
dude.
David. We had seen previously David dominate Mingo to make him clean the house, even though he did not want to. So Ari is guessing basically David dominated the partner to call in that tip so that he was not made any connection.
Who's David?
The big
David's
creepy
the big guy,
Slenderman.
The possible
He's a
Zamishi.
Simishi.
Thank you.
the one who put the body in the bodega.
There you go.
The one who
I
put the
think we
body in
could-
the bodega.
I think we
The
can
most
get rid
costly
of
part.
I think we can get rid of the possible before Zamishi. Like, man made his finger into a key.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
could probably do that shit too if you.
I know I have to
practice.
learn how to do that.
Later. Okay. So do you say all this out loud to us, right? Okay, great. Okay, well, that at least gets maybe the police off of our backs. We're still gonna have to go in for questioning, and if the longer we take, the more suspicious it's gonna look, like we're just avoiding them. So I'll have your lawyer let them know that you're in surgeries for the next, you said 4 days?
I have 4 this week, I think.
4 this week. Okay. You're in surgery. You have 4 surgeries this week. I'll have my lawyer maybe, I don't know, book an appointment. I don't know how these things work. So that I can go down and answer whatever fucking questions they have. Just in case. It's funny that this is coming up as well as this Elysium meeting. Something else is going on.
We could just be talking about that video that miraculously got scrubbed.
I have a feeling they're going to address the fact that the Sabbat are very much here because it sounds like, I don't want to say this is new, but it hasn't been a prominent issue before now. I mean, they're a prominent issue, but
yeah,
they're making themselves a bigger issue than they were before. Thus, now they're speeding up the action that needs to be taken.
But I guess I don't understand the connection to the two of you, and that's something that we need to figure out.
I mean, it could just be that it saw us.
I don't.
What connection to the two of them?
I have a guess.
I mean, it attacks. It basically has been following them since attacking that cop.
When it came at you guys, did it get back up and turn towards the bodega like it was trying to break its way in, or did it run through you into the bodega? Was it one motion or 2?
It was one motion.
Okay.
And then it was dazed because of the ward, so it didn't take any further actions until Serenity started dragging it down the alleyway.
Yeah, I think the like.
And it didn't turn on Serenity.
It turned on Serenity because she had her arms on it.
Yeah,
it just broke out.
It attacked me, and then I think it was about to attack Atura, and then Mingo sliced it in half.
Yeah.
I think the question we're not answering is not so much why is it attacking us, but why is it attacking this timeline, this universe's version of us? What did our former selves do?
Isn't that the same thing? I mean, we're essentially asking the same question.
With that question, I think that's an excellent time to call this a session.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Really
we have to keep
is.
talking.
We need lore. Yep.
It's really not.
I'll get coffee.
La 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 la. We can't.
I didn't get a flashback. It's not time to end.
I didn't roll a success at getting you a flashback. I
didn't
rolled
get one
twice for you
either.
this session.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna roll a premonition, but you got me.
I think that that is a good space. When you start asking about how divergent timelines and stuff like that, I think that's a good time to be like, you know what, we should sit on this. Put a pin in it.
We're gonna make separate timelines now. I'll bring this board out.
Anywho, thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you for the raids. I saw Gehenna. I saw Scry Society, right? Like, yeah, who else raided us?
Vancouver.
Yeah. So thank y'all.
I thought there was another one.
No,
maybe not. Nope.
Yeah.
Much appreciated as always. We're here every week, Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. So come see us, and we're gonna have some guests lined up here soon because we got to keep the drama moving. And I think
because we don't do enough of that on our own.
Because it's not a river of drama constantly.
I mean, I've gave y'all some time to breathe. I think, yeah, like a little bit. You know, you had last night to sleep in your beds and find out that your former selves were building portals to try to eliminate all of you and become king of the world. you know, that
It's
sort of
the
thing.
one. You are Jet Li's
You
character.
know, I am Jet Li, the one.
Somewhere between
Minus the
Highlander
kick-ass
and the
kung fu.
one.
I can't.
I choose the one.
I choose the one too. It's the one that makes the most sense. But if I punch something, I'm gonna break everything up in this arm.
Gotta
I
learn
punch
how
with
to
my
do them.
thumb in.
Maybe
That's what I
you
do.
should
That's what
Diabolize
Oscars
more
is.
Oscars so you can do Hadokens.
Oh my!
I could do that. I could do that Rasengan shit.
Please just don't do the spirit bomb because it's going to be a problem for all of us.
I was about to say spirit
bomb.
Spirit
No,
bomb.
because that will
Spirit
destroy
bomb.
everything.
The
We don't-
Strundo
somewhat.
disc. You know, you can't let Mingo cut everybody in half.
Why
wanna
are
get
we
the
like
Z sword
this?
out.
Just don't grow a tail either. That'll also be a problem.
I mean, what do you need someone to grow a tail for? You got Ari over here growing spikes out of her shoulders and back. Anyway, let's end
Having
this
an existential
session
crisis.
proper. So thank you all again before we head out, and we'll let everybody tell you who they are, where you can find them, and then we're gonna go find someone to rate. So let's start with Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. You can find me at IBM2757 on Twitter, IBM_57 on TikTok. You can find me on Nerfer54 here on Twitch sometimes when it so pleases me. I'm probably gonna use the Ruining 20's from now on, though, honestly, because no one's gonna remember that. And I have a Ko-fi and an Amazon wishlist should you want to help with cosplay things, which would be really dope. Yeah, I'm here Saturdays and Wednesdays, at least for the time being, as Maverick Cortez in Cyberpunk, which I'm really excited to get more into.
Sweet. Juice.
I'm Juice, no pronouns, just Juice. I have played your Tremere, right? That's me, Tremere, Aurelio Valentin, he, him, she, her. You can find me on Twitter at the Juice TM, as well as on Twitch at the Juice TM. You can find me here on Saturdays as usual at this time. In a couple of weeks, you can catch me on Wednesday as we start wrapping up our Cyberpunk Red Trauma Team Chronicles. And on Thursdays on the Greater Restoration channel, playing Ocasio, the Gloomstalker Haringong bunny dude. And I think that's it. Mikey Mike isn't here, but Mikey Mike played Mingo. Did not leave because we had a tense cast story moment. He's actually playing in a performance right now. So we're all good as a group.
He's doing dope shit.
No,
Yeah.
Mingo likes to cause drama and fucking leave.
I mean,
but you can
Delroy did that
find-
too sometimes.
Yeah, and you can find him on the links in chat.
Yep. All of the stuff is linked in chat for everyone so far. And we will continue to do that. Next up is Lonzo.
Hey, how we doing? Lonzo Gonzo here. I was playing Oscar Don Ponce, a Ravnos hacker Kindred, who also is mob boss. I don't know. Kingpin vibes is what I'm getting. You can find me Wednesday nights on Yale Dragons channel, where we do They Came From Beneath the Sea. It's a 1940s sci-fi TTRPG, which kind of turned into DuckTales, so it's pretty cool. You can also find me on my channel, Lonzo Gonzo _ here on Twitch, where I stream a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't know what I'm going to stream next. I'm trying to think Zone of Enders because I got my capture card working again. And you can also find me here Saturday nights playing Oscar with Philly by Night and figuring out what the hell's Oscar getting into. I have no idea.
Sweet. Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. I've been your paranoid and also creepy Hakata Couture Baptiste. You can follow me on Twitter at Fairbear to find out what I'm doing when I'm doing it. Thursday nights, you can also find me over on the Greater Restoration Crew with Juice for Tales of Faerun, a homebrew D&D 5e campaign where I play Nuthal Duskdane, your arcane trickster rogue. Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, you can find me over on Kate at Tiefling ATL for Thirsty Sword Lesbians, where I play your baby gay nature witch, Sophia Umbermore. Saturdays, you can obviously find me here, same time, same place. And then tomorrow, actually, you can find me over on Vancouver by Night at what time is it? 9 a.m. Pacific for Vampire the Masquerade Ghouls in Space.
And they're gonna be
where we will
raising
be
money for Jasper's, right?
Jasper's game day, yeah. So they're doing an all-day event. This will be the first game, raising money for Jasper's game day. And yeah, again, follow me on Twitter. That's where you'll get all my stuff.
Oh, real quick before we move on, myself, Fair, and Prince will be taking part in the French Tux birthday charity game happening March 4th, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be raising money for Take This. So
Yes.
stop by and check that out too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Liz.
Liz, Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to find me. Mostly I'm here Wednesdays for Cyberpunk and Saturdays, obviously, where I play the slowly going insane La Sombra. You can also find me on TikTok where I do recaps of this show. I actually have the whole thing on there from the beginning, and talk about my kid. That's about it.
Sweet. And then that leaves me. I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet, and that's where you can find me if you look me up on most of the socials, as well as Twitch. If you're not following my Twitch channel, you should probably do that. I have cool stuff happening, like a D&D game that I run on Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. New game set in the Feywild, Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, with some extra twists added to the game, because that's the kind of person I am. So you should come check that out, 11 a.m. Eastern. I am also over on the Amphitheater on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Eualia, which is a Redwall themed D&D campaign. So you check that out. And I'm also over on Faithforge Academy on Thursdays at 12 Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, excuse me. Make sure I add that, for another D&D campaign where I play a Minotaur who's getting his memories back slowly of how he used to know how to fight, and his son's soul may be living in his sword. It's a problem. And of course, I'm going to be over on French Tuck's birthday stream, and tomorrow night I am actually on Vancouver by Night as part of that game at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so not 9 a.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be playing a game where my Seneschal Banu Hakim Assassin is going to be taking some new kids out and teaching them how to get down with the get down in Vancouver. So y'all should come see what that's about, and help us raise money. I think that's all we have. I'm busy. There's probably more stuff that I've missed. Oh yeah. There's definitely more stuff that I missed. Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Mood.
I'm too many places, too many things. Anyway, we're gonna go rate. Night Prophecies are another cool Vampire the Masquerade game. They played theirs over in a New Orleans setting. So very interesting. And y'all should go check them out. Give them a follow. And I can spell. I struggle with this every week, but it's I got it this time.
You did
so,
it.
Yeah. Go give them a follow, say hello. They probably have like an hour or so left in their show, but all their stuff is up on their VODs and I believe on their YouTube channel as well. If you want to go catch up with them. Anywho, we will see y'all next week. Have a wonderful night. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Good night.
Hi, everyone.
Ending.